See you later.
Election day or something. And that was technically
Well, that was yesterday.
yesterday. Well, is it? I mean, yesterday was voting day.
Yeah, the results are already in.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's like you can only vote
It's same day.
Like, yesterday is when all the votes come in, and that's the day that they start immediately being counted up as well. So like, why does it have to be so close? Like, why does it have to be on the day? I don't quite understand.
Yeah, like isn't America's like a while?
I'm gonna
like,
do something crazy. I'm gonna be a client.
oh, that is crazy.
I think sometimes
You
it
want me
needs to be
invite
done.
you?
No, not unless you've already created a solo lobby. Oh, okay. So I will actually leave.
Identify targets.
I didn't know my engineer was promotable because I'm scraping at all my guys being unplayable, but I didn't realize my engineer could be promoted, so I should do that. Still gonna be playing Driller, I think. That's engineer promotion. I just realized because I've immediately started streaming. I don't have like anything, any information. I don't know if anyone's watching yet.
It's not too hard to find, I don't think. Doopy-doopy-doo. View your channel.
I am forklift certified.
Season 5, perhaps.
A dream come true.
Hamster. Hamster. 43? 43?
You've done well for yourself since you joined the company. I recall you joining up as a scrawny greenbeard and figured you'd join the dead down in the deeps in short order. However, consider my position changed. You've grown into your role.
You don't have to whip out the book anymore, Harry.
I didn't actually think about it. I thought it would be like
getting out. Or...
I thought it would be like an instinct. I would reach for the notepad.
Bloody hell! I think I slept on my pickaxe.
On. The instinct.
Quick.
The need.
The need for speed.
The need for seed.
The need for sowing my seed.
Like that double XP.
Obstacle. Wanna get
Cool.
granite smoothie want some done.
Oh. Double XP.
Double XP.
Magma core. Egg.
Yeah.
What do we do with the last 5 pluses?
Whatever you want. I mean, I like the idea of a like a mini. We've done this already. We did it once. Like a tiny egg hunt with all of them cranked up. That's like a time wasting mission. I like the idea of that, but that's not necessary at the moment.
These is it's double XP. Yeah. I will.
You do what you want. I mean, but I can't imagine what you want goes beyond. Oh wow. Okay. That's a combustive green mix setup for sure. Literally the only overclock I haven't used yet is the new stubby one. Which I do find kind of funny because it is by far the least mechanically intricate. All of them. It just happens to be left for last.
I've never even heard anyone like. I just barely remember it exists.
Well, people,
to be honest.
There's more attention on the other one, the turret thing, which this is the first overclock I used actually because I already had it.
Get on board. We're about to
Is this open?
Drop sequence initiating.
Pop.
move it, guys.
Beryl Rock.
We're going planet
Trap down in Craggle Rock.
How the fuck are you 21 and almost nearing promotion on the Jedi?
I've been at it.
You fucker! It's because you only play double XP, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm barely
Like
getting any
3
assignments
fucking
done.
missions.
Yeah, I've seen like too many, by too many, I mean literally like 2 at most, but still too many people complaining about the promotion thing. Now, the only one that is even remotely okay is the ugly
Max
thing.
is in their stream chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking in the stream I saw someone that
It's the exact
was
same
like,
thing, actually. Because I know we have to be on the secondary.
Don't ask why.
Yeah.
Find them stored in
What did they say?
Yeah.
turn. Simple.
well they just said why does it not start at 4? And I'm like a fair point is what I was saying, but like it works, kind of, vaguely, slightly.
That horrible
like,
sound. Yeah, it's a corruptor, I thought so. We got corruptor and jet boots. We got
what is it, season 4?
apparently. I'm in grave danger. I'm in a lot of danger.
People are like dying, crazy stuff.
Yeah, I kind of started unlocking the box about caring the world.
Oh, how's that going for you?
And
I can see how it went for you.
so he asked why it didn't start at 4, and you agree with him that it should or don't.
No, well, I see why you say that. I mean, that's still the thing where it's like there's 4 stars, yet only 3 of them are technically counted. Like it starts at 1 when you get the 4th, so that you can't count the stars and then work your way from there, because you'll end up with 1 more promotion than it is. You kind of just have to know that it's once you go past legendary 3, it starts.
Yeah, that's why the only thing that I would have done.
There's no actual real logic behind it.
Yeah, I would have done it so that it was a new. It probably. I don't know actually, because I mean we've talked about how it's like it's good that it's still legendary. But because it is, I probably would have counted the first 3 in the number. Maybe just ran on a maggot and it exploded.
Mm-hmm. I also assume Magma Core is going to make this interesting.
I think there could be some rolling explosions.
Premature. Oh, I should not jump that one.
This is the exact context that I envisaged this opening video.
It's the exact context that Sludge Pompo is always good.
Yeah, I mean the thing about it, it's overkill in a lot of situations, but it's like it's actually good at like killing the Taurus.
It seems like
and like combining it to like, you know, you do a Mactera, then set it on fire, that's a good burst damage for like a little thing like that. It's basically just normal sludge pump, aside from the fact that you can do that. But only if you take
Well, it
like,
just seems
Burning
like-
Nightmare.
once you've kind of had enough,
Yeah,
you have to bring. That's the worst part.
That
of it,
is
right?
easily the worst part of it. It's holding it back a lot because it makes it really rigid when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
It would be so much more like the other things about
Honestly,
it that
I
can
would have
be
just said like damage, right?
what
like-
damage, like just damage at a time.
Like if it took damage.
Oh
Like-
yeah. Oh, well, I kind of like the idea of like you can use, if you really want to do it, you can use igniting to basically force it to happen, but the crew explodes at the end of its lifetime anyway. I don't know. It's because if they did that, if that wasn't the only way to activate it, then suddenly the other things you could say about it, like how, you know, it's overkill, or like, you know, the penalty's bad, things like that, it would kind of go away almost, because it's still good enough when you're using it. It'd be like, this would be a pretty good overclock if it wasn't limited in terms of how I have to build myself. This would easily compete. You know, it's basically just normal sludge pump, but with the ability to say fuck it.
Kind of just end it.
Yeah.
Like
And that is good.
all the
in a
enemies that you would need
fair
to
number of
kill are in the
situations.
area,
It
just
is-
hurry it up.
Yeah. I think I do prefer it to First dog count. I'm going to use like fire sludge. I'm going to probably use this.
I've never really found fire sludge appealing.
I guess this is probably at least more of it.
No, it's probably because I don't like. I don't like feeling. I don't think these two are a combo, or I don't like these two as a combo.
What we do? Well, you know what we're doing today, Arthur. This. And also
Playing the game.
being in a new government. I must say the transition
Sounds
is quicker.
topical.
I mean, it's not kind of. Okay, I'm about to say it's impossible to avoid. Really not. Very easily not
like-
talk about.
It's not like anyone else knows.
Yeah.
That the UK is going through this.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really concern me that much. I would say it does if
Cool.
he's going to be as good as he should be.
Still, I literally don't even know what he looks like. I've seen nothing on him.
He looks like me, but a little bit fatter and grey. Like
But, like,
genuinely, you would. Okay,
but
not
you
exactly,
are perfect.
not exactly, but you will not be surprised at what he looks like now that I've said that. Yeah, I do wonder where his name comes from. He's definitely British, but his name's Keir Starmer. So I don't know what that is. I mean, it could be from like Wales or
How is it spelled?
Is on the way to join you.
AEIR. You'll probably get him.
Action time. For rockin' stars.
Oh wow, he is not at all how I expected him from his name.
Got another.
Well, he's the new Prime Minister.
Stop the corrupter.
He's the big guy in charge.
Moving about.
He's the man who we owe our allegiance to. Not really.
I think that really is it, right? Like, I feel like the UK, we don't really care much about it. It's more about the parties than the people, right? Like,
It is a little bit,
more
except-
people shout about.
Yeah, there is an overall. I mean, look, I am pretty chuffed because, let's be honest, we've been stuck with the Conservatives for 14 years, and it's only been getting worse. I am not so apolitical that I can't see that something needed to change. And that's really what it comes down to. The fact that we have actually is a change now, and he does seem like a sensible person. And so it's like the fact that people are
Maybe
actually
like
happy
one
for
thing
once.
that these like for or it tends to change.
I don't know, NHS.
What
Get
is
better.
he gonna do about it? What is he gonna? How?
What are you doing?
They're basically proving that ultimately no one really knows who gives a shit. They just want change. That's
don't,
all. That's the
but I
reason
think
why
a-
they
I think
want.
a lot of
It's not
people do.
because of anything Labour is saying or doing. It's
No,
because
I think it
it's
is.
either Labour or Conservative, and people won't vote Conservative.
Well, look.
I think people that actually wanted change for
I-
specific things voted Reform, and obviously they didn't win, so the rest was just change. Just wanted something different.
I think that principle is why they won. But I think we talked to a lot of people who voted for it.
And you're still alive. Well done.
Or
I'd say a lot of people, like 1 in every 10, would actually have like some idea of their goals moving forward. Or have listened to a single thing they would have said.
I mean, the goal is literally
There's-
just make everything better. If
Yeah,
possible.
which is, what you think the Conservatives' goal is to make everything worse?
Seems
I
like
think
it.
that's what they said and went into. It's still the same. Just wait, like, in a couple of years, they'll be saying the exact same shit about Labour as they were about Conservatives.
Yeah, at least we'll know then.
We do know now, Harry. Who do you think? Why do you think Conservatives got voted in the first place if they were so bad? Because Labour was shit then,
Is that,
and
but
probably
is
will
that
be again.
Right? Is that
Oh, my
how it
God,
went?
it's wrong.
Did we go from Labour to Conservatives?
Of course we did. It's only ever two parties. It only ever has been. how democracy works.
Right, driller.
Born ready.
I don't. He can't know what's going on if he. Oh. Yeah.
That one can go back up.
Medics are
It's that guy.
patsies.
Alright, Harry.
Hopefully
up
he's
to
going
you.
to drop a shield.
Doesn't seem like he is. Oh, he has on me.
He was trying to leave. Oh, I can see. I can see why.
Make every bullet count.
Right now we're back.
Let's see if you can get me
Oh
out
my
here.
god. There's something going on with the maggots. I think
Liquid acid spitter be gone.
They're a bit reactive.
they're just going off. They're just. Oh, that's what it feels like. It really feels like that. Anyway, basically, you're completely right, but for all the reasons that you're right, are the same reasons why it doesn't matter that you're right.
Acid spitter.
So,
Yeah, that's why I wanted to reform. The one, oh, well, it's not why I'm voting reform because he's a racist.
yeah,
I wanted to reform because Nigel Farage is funny and I wanted to see him more.
I will see more of them.
Luckily, Trump's probably going to win, so at least there'll be some amusement in America.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Well,
ultimately,
yeah,
that's
he
all
probably
anyone ever
is.
talks about anyway. So,
Um,
well, that was a bold move. We just got our asses beat. It's like let's start a boss fight.
yeah, why not? I can tell you why not.
That guy, he's not much worse when he ends activated.
Supply pod is here. Everybody connects everything.
Not once has someone who
That,
actually cares about
that
politics.
Tyler,
do
is
anything
way more
about it.
detached from reality than caring about politics. Caring doesn't mean you like think you can actually make a difference. It just means you recognise that our government does decide what happens to us, basically, and that is important. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters, but it's still like, you know, it still sucks, and we can't really make a difference. But it still matters, which, yeah, that's all. I mean, it's terrible, but it's like it's important.
Diggy's about to go. Watch me float.
Yeah.
I was flummoxed because I made a point.
Name your point.
It's pointless but important, which is bad, but ultimately still important. Somehow. So, you are not wrong for not caring, but it's also weird to say that it doesn't matter.
Harry,
Important. Because it's
I would
significant.
argue that it is not important because it is not important. if it is not important, then it doesn't matter, and therefore
It
you
is a
shouldn't care
matter
about
of pretty insane significance to our country and what's going to happen to it.
All plague cards secure.
Let's go.
Excellent work.
Rockets go forever.
it. Yeah.
This is the best.
Yeah, but no, because ultimately, and this is a conspiracy theory, which admittedly I got from Countdown here. Well, he didn't actually believe it; he just heard it, and I thought, oh, that's fair enough. You know, everything's going to shit, and that's kind of just a fact. Like
Yes.
everything, everywhere is going to absolute hell. It's kind of implied that all these parties are just kind of letting the other parties take the shit for it. Like, everything's going to shit. There's essentially nothing the government can do about it. There's too far gone. But who's going to be in charge when the actual
So
case
this is
blows?
specifically Britain.
Right?
I was
Oh,
thinking,
everywhere.
Well, yeah.
It's all because that's what's happening in the rest of the world, right? That a bunch of these other parties that never normally win are suddenly winning, which obviously is because stuff is going to shit like never
People
before.
are fed up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but ultimately it's like if it is all rigged, as it kind of seems to be, right? That like ultimately voters don't matter; they'll rig the votes if they have to. The parties are basically letting the other parties in. So when like I don't know, like a piece of bread costs like 20 grand, ultimately that occurred over the Labour run instead of the Conservatives, even though the Conservatives did it. I mean, they would put everything in action. So basically, it's just like letting the parties that, you know, these parties take the blame for the upcoming crisis that is like, oh, we're already in the midst of. But unless they do some sort of fucking miracle, which is unlikely because ultimately they're going to be just as incompetent as the other side, but just in a different special way. Then you know it's going to continue anyway. It's fucked.
Oh yeah.
And then World War 3, because you know that's like coming up.
Coming up.
Well, you know it happens at a good time really. That you know fucking Kim Jong Un and Putin met up. And then,
They do that a lot.
We're talking about. Yeah, well, yeah, and now we're talking about the elections. It's like we kind of don't think about it anymore. Yeah, and I don't know that they are building up strength. China is also very heavily involved. They've met. They're all like tied up together, which it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, baby. Let's go. Play Deep Rock Season 5 while we can. Let's go.
While we can.
Yeah, before we get fucking put in the army because we're like young men, and because of feminism, the women are also going to get put in as well. Actually, so young generally, really. And even then, once all the young people are dead, the middle-aged people are going to get thrown in. Ultimately, the only people going to be left alive are the 1%, and that's all that really matters as far as they're concerned. I'm really on a doomer mindset at the moment. This is not great.
Terrible, actually.
Speaking of terrible, you watched the boys yesterday?
No.
Why not? You were on Amazon.
Yeah, I was watching it.
Alright.
Finish it.
You watched it. What? You can watch something that it's only like an episode.
I know.
What?
I don't have a good excuse. Well, I just didn't want to. It was just when I started watching it, it was very late. I wanted to go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, you're probably better off because it sucks. I think the episode actually really sucks. I think it's a really bad episode, and I didn't enjoy it. So have fun with that. Also, apparently, and like this season is being received the worst, and has actually got on a rotten ranking.
Well, I swear it like did, and then it didn't.
Yeah, it might come back from it, but it's still doing the worst, I think.
Yeah.
Which could be fatigue, could also be because it's never wore its politics more on its sleeve. Like, it is beating people around the head with, if you're a Christian, you're evil, if you're a if you love America, you're evil. And it's like, if you're a racist, you're evil. Yeah, I agree with that one. Because then, like, you typed everything out.
Yeah, so I mean, I got about halfway. I got about halfway through, and I think I see why. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be consensus that it is actually not good as an episode. I think unlike last week, but I can tell why. I think this is just like they just chose to put all the raunchy stuff in one episode.
It's like Herogasm, but no plot actually occurred as well. Right? Like, at least Herogasm had that thing at the end.
Herogasm was actually a good episode, strangely enough. I think people probably expected it to not be, essentially. I don't know. I don't remember what people were saying at the time.
It used, like, the guise of being, you know, hero orgy to then have, like, a sick-ass fucking fight at the end, right? With, like, you know, the three combining on Homelander and, like, Homelander shitting himself. It was a good episode. This one used the guise of being a good episode to do nothing, and was nothing, and was a waste of fucking time. Like, completely. Nothing progressed. And Tech Knight sucks.
In what way?
Did, like, half a deduction. like fucking, like, you apparently super insight. He's like, you just noticed something like something that's not even that weird, to be honest with you. Like, a normal person could have guessed and would have checked anyway, but he just didn't because he's a fucking moron. But no, yeah, shit. It is shit. It is a bad episode. Nothing happened. I didn't like. Well, except one thing happened, which is actually pretty interesting. I guess. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right.
I will
I haven't
give you
seen
that.
I just know how.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think an incredibly fundamentally important moment occurred for A-Train's character, which has guaranteed that he's gonna be on the good side's team at the end.
Or that he will die.
Yeah, probably as well that, but ultimately, the reason for his redemption has occurred finally, which is good. Basically, he just saved someone for the first time. He actually like felt good, which for him is probably not usual. I feel like it actually feels like shit all the time. But yeah, no, the rest of the episode fucking blew. And Mitchell walked in on me watching like 3 separate parts, and I wasn't happy because the first one wasn't too bad, but then like when you're like near the end, scene with Firecracker and Homelander, he walked in on, and you'll know what that means when you watch it. But yeah, fucking bad, but not that bad, but still one of the worst. And I sat there and I'm like, maybe Monkey has a point. Like, it really was just gratuitous, just BDSM.
Well,
stuff.
I mean, there's kind of I see that probably as that being basically the reason the episode exists, because it's actually not, and this is why I think he doesn't have a point, but also does at the same time. But he has a point because of this episode. He doesn't have a point because basically every other episode isn't actually like this, even though the people who kind of shit on it think that it is. I do think the show is genuinely a lot more sincere than people think, but it's still the show also thinks it's like how people criticize it, so they have to throw in an episode where it is like that.
It does. It does kind of feel like it has been doing things where like they come up with like a scene or a character, and then they kind of just write the plot around that. Like, that was my problem with Huey's dad situation, right? Where it feels like they wanted Huey to make the right decision, but then they still wanted the scene where he went on a massacre and all that stuff, right? Like it feels like they had that scene in mind and they just wanted to do it, and so they did it. I feel like the same thing can kind of be said. Like ultimately, that like duplicating guy eating himself out, giving himself pink eye, not necessary. But because it was the boys, and it's like a self-duplicating guy, that means he's gonna be fucking himself, and that's obvious, right? Because it's the boys, and so they just did that, and it's like obvious.
Yeah. So and the thing is about
actually,
like
another reason.
Season 1, the truth is, season 1 is different from that kind of thing. So you think about stuff that they did, kind of characters that they had. I wouldn't say any of the raunchy shit was really like that on the nose. Like, think of Popclaw, for example. Like that scene where she basically crushes that guy's skull when like ice riding it. But like that's nothing to do with her powers, really. Also the fact that she's like a porn star, really nothing to do with her powers. It just happens to be that's like just her life. And A-Train happens to be her girlfriend. His boyfriend. What the fuck? Yeah, they just happen to be in a relationship, and so that's why she's part of the story. And it's like,
yeah,
it's not.
And
as,
it's like I feel like
it's not as like, oh, this character does this, so you know what they're gonna do with them. It wasn't. It didn't used to be like that, I would say. Even Stormfront. I mean, Stormfront, you know she's a Nazi by the name, but not by the powers necessarily.
What are they? Just like electric? I don't remember.
Yeah, she's just Black Adam, basically. Oh, Shazam.
Ironic.
I don't know, just like super power, fly, lightning shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird though, because obviously, it's like, the thing is, they have like a 5-season plan, like apparently definitively, and have done since the beginning. But that makes me think, if that is still, if it is true, and they had like a plan for a while, it's very clear that season 4 was the least planned. And it would be.
It feels like
they chose to do
overall...
5 seasons from the start without that actually being the amount they needed. They probably could have done it in 4 seasons, but they chose to do 5 seasons, and so one of them, and it's going to be, it's always going to be the second to last. It's going to be the least planned.
It does really feel like the overall, like, the ending is going to be the I don't know about the best, but at the very least the only reason why you would watch season 4 in the end, I think.
Probably.
Like on a rewatch.
I like some.
Because at the very least, it has actually revealed kind of the end plan, like in this episode, or like where they're heading towards. Did it? Then it's like not even a big point, it's just kind of mentioned. But because it's like even though it's an hour, they still managed to actually fit in some actual relevant plot points, which is handy. But yeah, no, it's fucking. It has actually revealed some important shit. Just vaguely though, but we at least have an idea of stuff. I don't know. I wish we could talk about it because it's
I
pissing
know,
me
but
off,
I mean-
and there's nothing that makes me want to talk more about stuff than it pissing me off. Also, I've been grabbed. But
It's welcome. Yeah, I mean, no, it's still. But certain parts that we already have. Like, I mean, look, I have a weird take. I think Ashley is kind of a shit character. Because I think she almost wasn't, but then they chose to be like, let's just have her be. She was completely fucking broken from the stress of her job, so now she's a sexual deviant, and that's it. She's just been a sexual deviant all season.
pretty much.
That's it, and it's not interesting.
Well, thing is I don't know. I feel like there is an argument where you could say it's actually more important than that. Like, you could say she's trying to like dominate and that kind of thing because she's having her power taken away from her from fucking Smart Woman.
Need Soldier Boy to come
Like
back.
you yeah, but like you could say that, but I feel that it's just for doing the work for the author. That's not really been implied. Other than she's like clearly like.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm not
angry
looking
at
forward
her.
to though? Is when the usually essayists come out and start like talking about how it's actually worse at the bottom of the comic now or something, which probably still won't be true. But they'll do it because it's getting worse. The show's getting worse later. Like Soldier Boy is like, you know how like you're not really meant to. The word base doesn't really have good connotations, and he's an example of that.
Yeah, no.
But he's like based in the worst way possible, but in the best way possible at the same time. Just such a fucking disgusting, like hard-ass bigot, and he's just so entertaining. And a lot of that is the actor as well. Not because he's like that, but because he's like that, like of improv. And I don't know. It was like it was a more elaborate kind of edginess, I think. That was better than what was going around him. It made more sense. She just him being out with a man out of time. Like, you know, that's literally it.
Yeah, I
It makes
guess. Because I
perfect
mean, he
sense.
was the thing is I think they're.
Shit, we were in Slow Down City.
You can definitely fucking like you can put Tech Knight and Soldier Boy next to each other fucking well. As far as the boys doing well, actually, and you know, web splitter or web weaver, yeah.
In the comic, he
because
literally has Spider-Man's colour palette.
yeah, I imagine. You can compare like the one on the most recent episode to Soldier Boy, right? Soldier Boy is like a very kind of interesting take on a man out of time, where he is a man from that age, right? Like he's just straight up. He has their beliefs. He has their belligerency.
He was a guy who was
like,
kind of a shithead though, even then.
Yeah.
well.
Well, he's like a dick, sure, but he's like a dick from their time. That's like normal, right? But like back then, guys like that were not hard to come by. But it's like this time around. I mean, like the whole Tech Knight being Batman, essentially, right? Is so fucking shoddy. Like it is so shittily done. It's like instead of like a a cool army tech cave, it's a BDSM chamber, and that's it. That was the whole concept.
Okay.
That was all they felt like
When
doing.
that was revealed,
That was it.
my heart did sink a little bit. I was like, this is a bit too far. But I remembered it's kind of done the thing. Season 4's done the thing where it's revealed the fact that basically none of the superheroes are actually superheroes at all.
Yeah.
Whereas beforehand, it was still sort of perceived like by us, by the viewers, that they still were doing good things occasionally. But it's like it's just completely shit, and they all suck except Annie, I guess. Oh, and that one guy who Homelander kills season 3.
Destroy all the Corlock sprouts.
I mean, that's kind of why I like A-Train
Yeah.
though. 'Cause
We got a Corlock tyrant.
Well,
now.
A-Train is
turning.
actually
And
had
then
a
it's also
taste
Maeve,
of being a hero.
I also like Maeve.
I think
she's
Maeve
like
is actually
clearly.
really, like her not being here is actually to a detriment of the show as a whole.
Well,
I
Maeve
think.
was like a perfect character to have in 7, like around the other suits, because she is actually a good person, but she's just been like hardened to a point of like
She's been,
excessive. Like she's not a bad person. She doesn't do anything bad ever, really, but she can't like bring herself to step up because she's just so fucking worn down by the machine, basically.
Yeah, and it's like now basically fill those shoes, right? A-Train is now like the 7 who's actually like secretly on their side, but unlike maybe he actually deep down isn't that good of a person. He's a pretty terrible person. He wasn't really worn down and kind of vital. And if anything, I guess now he is getting worn down. But like, I don't know. I think maybe is actually something. Like one of the reasons why the season's probably not been as great.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, the whole episode without Frenchie is always cool. That's really good timing on that. Actually, I guess that's a spoiler, but also not really. Well, yeah, people are pretty pissy about Frenchie and they realise how much they miss him.
Yeah. Apart from the fact that people do have a problem with the actor, given that he used to be a like commander in the Israeli Defense Force. That's neither here nor there.
But he was actually in the eye.
Yeah, he was in the Israeli army at one point.
Oh, honestly, that's actually really fucking interesting. Because that means that there's
He
a
was a
chance
commander,
that
though.
his
That's why people don't
performance...
like him.
I guess.
It means that he
But then
probably
there's
commanded stuff
like-
happened.
Yeah, well,
and they're using
well, that's why I
everyone's
think...
making fun of Erin Moriarty. Starlight, you know, it's like, what about this guy who like would be bombed and killed?
Everybody collects ammunition.
Well, people, I think it is currently just becoming a trend to make fun of the voice, right? Like,
Yes,
like,
it is.
and I saw it's like a YouTube story thing where it was like her like he's angry. I'm like, well, I can assume what this is about, but it's probably clickbait. But it did actually end up being about that because some other celebrity called her out for like having plastic surgery.
Oh wow, let's see. Remember who?
It's just some random woman. she's in
Oh,
like
I think
a
I
show.
did see that actually, maybe.
But
Well, look,
she denies.
the main
denies it.
reason-
She says
yeah,
she
exactly.
hasn't actually had plastic surgery.
That's what it comes down to, is her denying it.
Which, I mean, it's unrealistic, but I think the show does actually amplify it. I've been seeing a bunch of like just behind the scenes pictures that have just been on my Instagram. I think the woman who plays Kimiko, she's like takes a lot of photos when they're on the set. She's like just put them out, and she doesn't. It doesn't look that weird in real life, right? It does seem like as like she mentions, like the makeup makes it worse and stuff like that. Like she's just kind of lost weight. I mean, it's still like probably plastic surgery, but like in real life, she doesn't look that as bad.
No, he doesn't actually. True. Because,
so-
frankly, yeah, I do find the memes funny, and maybe I don't know about that stuff. I mean, look, she probably doesn't. There's no
Whoa.
indication that she's like a bad person. She almost definitely isn't. Or
No,
chances are she
but,
isn't.
like-
It's just like, oh, you changed your face and you look funny. It's like, and I really don't think. I think it's really sad. I don't think people should do it.
Yeah, which
But-
is what some people would then say, that we're not making fun of it, we're trying to get her to change her ways or some shit like that.
You're not though. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Also, we've got a Dreadnought on the way. But here's the thing.
The actor.
I think that the world actually benefits sometimes from having someone to bully. But we should probably choose the person a little bit better.
Dreadnought incoming. Do your best.
That's not one Dreadnought. Of course though. Fucking is.
Where is that damn you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad in a
Oh,
lot of
hello.
ways.
Sorry, it's your chat.
What's going on?
It's not paying attention. Yeah.
I mean, but people are
How long
really
have you
like.
been playing the game? For years.
Or what? What? Today or in general today?
In general, I would assume.
6 years.
Today, tell Jell I'm streaming.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, people were really stupid though about
What? No, we didn't play it when it was.
We did play it in 2018. It's been less than 6 years. We played it like Halloween. But like, I remember when Chadwick Boseman started like, when he literally started losing weight because of his cancer, and like people were making fun of him. They were like, "Oh, where's all the weight gone?" And I was looking at that, I was like, "How do you not know about this? Like this stuff happens every time. People can. I could tell that he had cancer." It was just kind of like very shocking to me that people like made fun of him. That guy is clearly ill. It's crazy. He knew he had cancer, by the way, when he signed on to play Batman, which is weird. It's like kind of irresponsible, but also very admirable at the same time.
I don't really stream many other games. I did stream Dead by Daylight the other night, but Harry doesn't know about that.
No, I don't know about that. Why'd you do that?
I was just playing it, and there's so many people that are like
You just,
streaming that game, and I
saw,
thought,
like,
fuck
the
it, I'll join
broadcast
in.
button. Yeah. We've done a couple actually of things that actually focus. We've done a couple of streams focusing on it. I've played a lot of different things actually. When we used to like do like chill streams like every fucking day, which sucked. But we have done like I think we did do a Terraria one once, but it was like awful because I couldn't take the pressure.
Stand back, supply pod inbound.
You can't take the pressure, stay out of the pressure cooker.
I could do it if it was like a hardcore thing. I think because there's actually way less pressure on that. I don't know if that makes any sense.
One call for Morley.
No. Can I suggest you something? Sure.
I wonder what R&D wants with these
Getting closer to our quota.
I would say we are welcome to open suggestions, and we are, but I think historically we've always ignored them. Problem. Tight.
Cosmic sorcery is at play here.
It's a lot, and we're going through a lot.
Alright, okay.
We're down now. You increase a little bit artwork, like start up with the basic stuff that is logo and banner, then your
What?
channel will grow up because viewers and followers are tracked with your profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suggestion was how to improve our brand.
Can I ask you something if you don't mind?
Oh god.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stop you. You could want to.
Ready to blow.
Let's do it.
What? You knew it.
They're now saying that actually I do what for gamers and streamers. that
No,
these people
fuck
model
off.
logo. Yeah, they were an ad the whole time.
Get out.
On the Dead by Daylight streamer, there was one like, it's just not a human. So it's just, how do I, now? Yeah, I thought so. They don't actually like comment on what you say. They just say like, "Ah, yeah, ah, okay," and they keep asking you questions. And that's the furthest I went with it. Last time I then just like forgot to talk and they just went. But
Dead internet theory,
yeah,
which is real.
Yeah.
But it's just not like 100%.
yeah, because I would also bet with 100% money that not only was that person AI, but the art would also be AI.
Yeah.
I assume how that works.
Yeah, and this,
so that's
yeah, it would be. It'd be some
fucking
kind of
weird.
like guy.
Also, hello. I assume you're not a bot, because I doubt a bot would start with yeesh and also meow.
Right.
but
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
I would
Odd.
potentially
Indeed.
consider at some point if the basically I would probably
You
like.
got to rebrand, don't you?
No. Because I don't even want to. I don't think I even want to ever change the logo. But maybe the banner.
I mean, the banner is literally the seat. Like,
I
on
do
the
like it,
YouTube
though.
Channel.
I like
There's
it.
Season 3 bloody thing.
But I would say this: if the channel somehow made enough money to pay for that art to be commissioned, banner art, I'd probably want to do that.
Pump the profits straight back in, baby. Then we don't have to write it up on our taxes.
Exactly. I just noticed we were at the
Business
2-2
101.
team. Two drillers, 2
Uh.
engineers.
The world's best combo. The ones who destroy and the ones that build.
Yeah, I mean that's what we
Oh,
need
like-
really. What, the ones who destroy, the ones who build, the ones who stand still, and the ones who yield. Wait, no. Because scouts are the ones who move, guns are the ones who stay. I don't know. The ones who destroy, the ones who build, the ones who fly, the ones who yield. What am I? You are the
Wolves.
class selection.
Is gun the one who yields?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I just don't know. Stops. Stops things and himself. I don't know. I want him to rhyme.
It's a pretty funny coincidence. The person
What
who's
is-
talking, I mean, I am a graphic designer instructor, but I'm not
Oh.
going to solicit streamers.
Aww.
Yes,
Secondary objective completed.
yeah, that's
Now
pretty
finish
good.
the job.
Oinkily.
Objective completed. Press the button on the mule when you're ready. We'll send the drop pod to get you out.
So you're pretty intent on pushing for a
Drop team, swarm incoming.
more enemies 2 as a mainstay. I mean, I've already gone to 1. It's permanent now, basically.
Repeat swarm.
Yeah, I mean, well, as a builder, I don't really care. The more enemies, just more kills.
Yeah.
It doesn't change much. But it just means my weapons are more effective.
Yeah. I actually did have another thing to say about this. Oh, maybe it's the Black Marfinch.
Apparently, it's the same bloke.
That's
I-
the actor who has been playing Black Marfinch. That's the guy's been in the suit since the start,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I don't know what I mean. Oh, well, the main thing was it is nice, and it's actually nice to see his face. 'Cause I do know, I knew when I saw it. Oh, that's yeah, Nathan Mitchell. But still unclear if he has powers or not. I think he does.
He said he could fly.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like he still doesn't feel like he has powers.
Well done, team.
It's just like, why? What is this guy? Is he just a suit who decided to be an actor? Like, I don't understand.
I mean,
But
suits
he's
are
like
basically
just
already
an actor.
actors,
He's
really.
like not a superhero. Not in the database.
No, he is. It's like they wouldn't just get someone who isn't superpower. But
No, that's what I mean. Like he's a suit, but he's not a superhero. Something. Just avoided the public.
well, he's Black Noir.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, before that.
Well, they're not always like there, are they? He's pretty young, kind of. Plus, they always could have just given him superpowers. like after
Fact I
that.
need to resupply, and we can't afford it.
I'm hoping for more variety in enemies eventually, just different swarm feels.
Oh, well, okay, different swarm types.
Drop pod inbound.
Makes sense.
Stand clear.
Enemy variety is something that is like really good, actually.
I think yeah and no.
I mean, it is,
I
but
think
yeah, I don't really have much of a point. But I do.
How are you liking the corrosive
What about
launcher?
it?
Haven't earned it yet. Ah,
I mean, how
sludge
we
pump.
liking it?
That
That sounds
more
like
sludge
that
pump.
sounds like it's new. That phrasing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, when I heard it, I thought, is that like the new like spewer guy, right? The big
If it
fella.
is,
No, I think it's sludge pump. And yes, as a Julamane, sludge pump
and as a
is
sludge
the
pump
best
connoisseur,
around.
I'll say the same thing.
Which, yeah, you would. You can't just say you like sludge pumps and then you like the sludge pump.
That's a sludge pump
I
connoisseur.
guess you can, you just did, but
I
still.
would say I like it.
Yeah, you can say like as a sludge pump connoisseur, like this overclock was good or bad, but the weapon itself.
I would say the
is
sludge
kind
pump
of
connoisseur,
obviously
all
quite
the overclocks are good actually, except people on special. Which don't, like, you know, I guess it's like, just, you know, different. I guess it's equivalently good base weapon. I guess. But it's a bit weird almost. It just needs to pass
I don't
through
engineer
enemies.
mostly,
Yeah? You do?
but I'm mostly a solo player. Yeah.
I've become
An engineer solo player? Harry, give us
no.
You're not very good.
On what?
You're a terrible
they didn't ask for
No,
this.
greybeard.
Terrible bit.
No, they didn't. But still, I don't think you can give anything you did, as proven by the fact you couldn't.
Advice. Right, okay. So if you want to use a grenade launcher, you could use RG250. No, do. It's actually good, surprisingly. Not without incendiary compound. You could use RG250, but you're kind of a melt if you do. You could use Fat Boy, but it's like just so overkill, even with like even in a team. So use Clean Speed instead. With incendiary compound and make the radius as big as you can, basically. And suddenly you have an actually genuinely really good feeling and strong grenade launcher, but it also doesn't have a pathetic ammo pool. And that's my only, that's all the advice I have. Oh, technical
bang.
advice.
You've lived up to your
Smart rifle.
1,000.
Seeker rounds is actually good, believe it or not. Don't anyone tell you different.
The one that just
No.
added, or the one that
Seeker
you
rounds is
like?
oh, yeah. Shoot through armor and walls one.
Smart rifle is so
Oh, I guess
good.
that's the other, not
In
tip,
capitals.
just the other thing to say is that the smart rifle is not good, really. It does need,
My B and B. Actually, that means baby.
smart rifle needs more ammo at base. And basically, it needs more ammo at base, and the other two,
Oh, bread and butter. That also.
and the other
makes
two,
sense.
the two good overclocks, or the two meta overclocks, should have their ammo penalties increased to make them the same as they are now if the base weapon did get more ammo. And that basically would make it so those are still just as good as before, but everything else gets better.
Oh no, I'm level 25, Harry. Harry, I'm gonna start doing promotions. Harry. Oh, that's good.
I'm
Though.
level 25. But it's not the same.
Harry, okay.
Alright, this is up to you.
Good,
So I've
Harry.
got an engineer at level 1.
Oh, I do have a bunch of overclocks to use at least. That's handy.
Thoughts about pump? Sorry, hello Magnetic.
Finally. Oh,
Thoughts about pump action overclock? Pump action is interesting because it's like quite strong, but at the same time, I don't know if it's actually an upgrade to the weapon. I haven't used it quite enough, I don't think. The problem is, pump action, accentuates the problem that the shard diffractor is, in that I can't see myself ever using a different secondary other than the shard diffractor, because that's just how I roll. If I have a low ammo on my primary, I'm going to use the shard diffractor. But I do need to play with it a little bit more. I'm going to have to start actually recording videos soon. Gameplay videos. Well, they're going to be overclock showcases, more specifically. I think they will be build showcases, but the idea, I'm going to basically, there'll be a video per overclock, and I think in each one I'm going to try and do the two most different builds I can come up with for the overclock that work. Or just to show the overclock off as in like the most broad way possible. So the most different way to use it. Things with things like mortar rounds, mortar rounds. There's actually no different way of using it. Like mortar rounds is so one note.
It's just mortar rounds.
So same as Scorching Tide as well. It's like there's no way to build Scorching Tide differently. There's only one thing to do with it. Just ammo.
No, it's the one I haven't got yet. It's the one I wanted to use. I wanted to use the bloody Loki new one, but that's literally the only overclock I haven't gotten. It's the last one. His shit. We'll use a different dwarf then. That's the only solution.
Gunger. Mr. Like this. Open the door.
Buy plasma bursters.
What? Oh shit, hold on.
Or I changed my sixth
Oh,
one.
that song was copyrighted.
I buy plasma bursters. There goes our ads. Not that we had any. I really don't know why you were that bothered.
I just don't like the smoke.
You boys better be better miners than your dancers.
Bang your heads at this.
Alright, which kind of one should I try? Who am I kidding? I know it's going to be more around. Alright. Onwards to allow me to play Jolo again. Let's go, gamers. I feel like more enemies on the Exploder Infestation is a decision I'm going to need to
Aggressive as
regret.
well.
But,
Make them faster.
let's do this.
I mean,
Fine,
we're
we'll
fast.
make them
Fine.
faster.
Initiating, fasten your seatbelts.
Oh, wait, that's your missions.
Jesus.
Mission selected and locked in. Time to board the drop pod.
There's no point pussyfooting
No
around.
footy pussing.
Drop sequence initiating.
Let's go.
When I pull up.
Do-do-do-do.
Are they done streaming yet? They are.
They
are.
what again?
I don't think we got raided, Tyler. I don't.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why?
I think what I fucking noticed.
I have no words. Apparently, we did well in a football match
Entertainment sucks.
the other day.
Don't even try, Harry. Don't even
Why
try
not?
talk football. That's worse than politics. At least I know I hate politics.
Management is sending you in
Oh.
for precious morkite seeds.
Don't
Uncover
hate
and
football.
tune
What?
resonance crystals to find them. Couldn't be easier.
completely apathetic. Probably.
I die a little inside every time I have to take
And maybe it'd be getting caught up in the whole speed boost thing and I've just completely run off.
That's it. Back school.
Alright, never mind. Run.
Is there anything you care about actually like happening in the physical world?
No, I tried to avoid caring about stuff like that.
Need to get my pickaxe sharpened when we get back.
No.
Got more rum. Time for the pot. Sometimes I wonder if mining is dangerous to life. And I carry a load well, Molly.
Alright, I can't believe that doesn't one-shot effectively. What kind of
Well-
terrible gun is this?
It does, doesn't it? Bit weird how.
What? I hit it.
Going on with that festive flick.
I hate nature. Hit it. Squashed one.
Mother.
This never gets old. That's the fleet down. Still back down.
So far, I'm having a very miserable time with this gun.
Wow.
It's like not working often. Those exploders are pretty quick.
I have not lost sight of that terrible fate.
Using the new flamethrower or just flamethrower? Oh, that answers that.
Allow me to answer your question, sir.
Next round is on lane.
It seems like a really delayed reaction to what you did earlier.
Whack-a-mole! Fester, flee down! Flippin' web spitter kill.
Wow, I'm impressed it killed that web spitter.
I need the mule right here, right now. Next time, let's go somewhere nice.
Oh no, I'm using the revolver.
Here we go.
Wow, chain hit, yeah.
Someone randomise your loadout.
Name
Yeah.
one weapon where
Never
chain
been
hit is
better.
good.
There isn't one.
And yet, so it
One of
remains.
those things.
Much
One
better.
of those mysteries. Why is this here? Tall.
Brago rate.
Rural Raggy.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
What would he do for a giant 10-foot tall sandwich made by Shaggy from Scooby-Doo?
Probably suck a dick.
Which one?
Swarm? It's a big
Shaggy.
one, see?
Yeah.
Jackies?
We gotta locate and destroy the food next.
I feel like you picture.
We shouldn't keep letting enemies get near
What were
you.
you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Yeah.
My shields are jammed by the stalker. Yeah, give me some sugar. Restraining order, sir. The recharge.
Alright, did that Glyphid touch you?
Yes.
Not very nice.
He touched me. I met Michael Jackson's ghost.
Out of my way.
I've noticed that the Scorching Tide projectiles do have fall off. So I fired them off the elevator hole once, and they came back down. Which was terrifying.
I thought they had like a could only go like
No.
a certain distance. I didn't think they could come back.
I-
What, are they into
Well,
that?
yeah. They must be.
I would let fall off.
Yeah.
That guy in mission control. He really has a cozy job.
Yes. Praetorian breath that was definitely breathing on me.
That's fucking awesome. You're
What?
dead on top of red sugar. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
Like poetry, it rhymes.
Found a single
No.
bloody thing yet. Oh, great.
Take this.
I found out something which I didn't want to find out. I think I would have lived a
from
better
there.
life not knowing.
Is this? I think it is.
What? No,
Okay,
What?
go on. Go on.
this is
Alright.
irrelevant.
Fine.
I'm now on season 2 of Star Trek.
Okay,
New
now I have
Generation,
no
think it's
idea where
called.
this is going.
Yeah, you shouldn't have anyway, so it works out. Yeah, I'm on season 2, and the cast has had some changes. Like there's a bit of time gap,
Who replaced Patrick Stewart?
which I think he's the only person I can probably rely on to be there all the time, which I'm tempted to look up, because well, first of all, they straight up killed off like one of the main characters in like a random episode in the first season. Like, because you intend to watch it, I won't say who, but like just straight up in a random episode, not against like any real established threat or anything. Like, it's not like
I'm the deposit.
it's just then they just die. And that just
Let's
occurs,
pop the seal on
and it's
that
like,
crate.
oh my god, okay, holy shit. And it's like, you know, it just moves on, just continues. Like no one brings up the character
Okay,
again.
come here.
Like it's not like made a big deal or anything. It literally just happens. But then going into the second season, they write out a character who I kind of dislike that more, because it really feels like it's just the actress really couldn't come back. And it's kind of annoying because there was an arc there with Picard. Basically, they were the romance, basically.
I found the rest.
Yeah, well, yeah. But she's gone now and replaced with a ultimately less likable character, which I think is impressive because I've liked every character they've had so far. And now this new woman is just like a racist to Data,
Oh,
and is
so-
like a not
okay.
nice
I don't know how
person,
this goes.
basically.
She's just called number one.
No, I don't
Who
think.
knows?
Well, the character that got replaced was the Doctor. I just said that out loud, and like the fucking like entire Doctor Who just went through my head. But like no,
Little flashbang.
the Doctor of the crew. Yeah, I did by my own mind. And yeah, and because it's kind of like it's not really someone you can like write out and not fulfill the role again. The Doctor is like one of the most important things. Like everything that happens, like she gets involved. So she's like the new character is there, and she just kind of sucks. She's like a drag to be around, and all it is I guess she's gonna eventually recognize Data as like a real person, but for now she just calls him like an inanimate machine. Hold on,
I have to
like an inanimate
assume.
machine who doesn't actually have
Do
life.
you know the characters from Red Dwarf? Like the reference. Like
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this Data, right? I don't know which one came first. I assume Red Dwarf came after, but Red Dwarf is quite old.
1990 something, I think is New Generation.
Exactly. I feel like Red Dwarf is probably like must have been yanked. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Red Dwarf.
Oh god.
They're not. They're not.
Yeah,
the
I
cast
guess
isn't
fine.
that
Well,
old.
Red Dwarf.
They're not that. First episode date for Red Dwarf is
Red Dwarf.
1988. The main guy is only
Well, definitely
59.
Star Trek was
There you
around
go.
before
I
Red
thought so.
Dwarf, right?
They were-
Definitely.
weren't
Got
wrong.
contact minus. Swarm headed your way.
Because like ultimately Red Dwarf is like what if it's Star Trek but it's just a bunch of incompetent people, really, right? Like it's really what it is.
Original series.
I can't for money.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
But yeah, no, Crichton isn't around that much in Red Dwarf, really, is he? He's like the last
Must have watched
introduced.
Red Dwarf.
He's like not even there for like most of the first part.
Go roll on the highway, you
Like
freak.
it's like obviously the main three, the hologram, the human and cat.
He is a hologram.
They were
isn't
like
he?
there immediately.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
well the machine can store up to like one person, and he's like the last person to die. So I think like they keep like deleting it, and then it's him. It was him last basically.
Doesn't
Yeah, the cat's cool.
seem to not have. They know that Rimmer and Lester, hate each other, don't they?
Rimmer hates Lester because Rimmer is like a proper guy. You need to be saluted and wear your clothes properly. And, hey,
The only thing I want to know is because I don't know the
well,
character.
Lester is
so I
just
don't know.
like
Does Rimmer like the cat or not? That's what I want to know. Yeah.
I didn't think Rimmer liked him. I don't think he likes a single person. He's a Squidward basically.
Yeah. He's,
Where everyone else is just kind of like goofy fungi who, doesn't really matter. Like, whether or not like he likes them or not, they don't care, and they'll continue to hang out with him. Mainly because he also doesn't have choice. He's a hologram. He's stuck on the
I mean,
ship.
there is a thing about how
I don't remember
Squidward,
much from
Squidward does
before.
actually see fun for his friend, apparently. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, is what people have pretended to think. Well, there is because there is episodes where he like misses him,
Or
and like
sticks up.
one where he thinks he's eating like an explosive pie or something, and he's like mourns his death when he's alive. But yeah, no. Well, Crichton, yeah, he
Looking
was
forward to be
introduced later,
working with
and they
you.
like bumped into him. He was introduced and then doesn't come up until the next season, and then in the next season he's just a normal character who's like pretending that he's been there all along, and it's really fucking still weird. Red Dwarf is weird, and I don't think I can watch it because it was on Netflix, and Netflix is a cunt, so it changes out what it has constantly. But ultimately, he's just a cool guy. He's just a rad dude who like is both the most competent badass dude there and the joke. Like he has no fucking clue what's going on. He has complete clue of what's going on. He entirely understands the entire situation in the most methodical way possible, but also not in a human way. So he really doesn't get it most of the time. Yeah, Data's fucking sick, and she's like, nah.
No, son.
What? Like, yeah, she's like, nah. Which I guess it is kind of funny because the way Data reacts to it is pretty funny. Because she calls him Dada. Like, well, you know the other way of pronouncing A, right? Like, so I guess the American way, right? Like
I think it's
English,
Australian, actually.
Alright, either way, the other way
say
you
data.
pronounce it is how you pronounce it. And he was like, Data. And she was like, what? And she was like, my name is Data. You said Data. And she was like, what's the difference? And he said, well, one is my name, and the other one isn't. And she got all pissy.
I like that.
Well, she then says, she was then really impressed that so it's like, wow, somewhere in those like codes and wires, you have managed to get butt hurt. And it's like, so she is kind of funny, but only in the way because they do not like at all.
her, just
realised. I don't. She's a bitch, and I prefer the old one. But I know she probably got rid of. Then what this actually started on is because of that. I then kind of had to look up the cast because there's also a new woman who isn't replacing anyone. She's just there, and she is played by a woman who I know the name of and have now forgotten. It's gonna sound bad. But she's a black woman. She's like famous. She is like a famous.
Oh God, it's not. No, I don't
woman.
think so. I think it is. I can really find it.
The thing is, when I heard her name, I thought she was blind, but she's not. Not that one. But I mean,
Trying to, I'm not keeping time.
the next generation is what it's called. Yeah, and fella's grown a beard, which I
Riker.
like. He looks weird with a beard.
He's
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he's known. It's the beard.
Yeah, well, yeah, he doesn't look good with a beard. It's kind of weird how like basically all but one of the female cast now it's just
He
one
looks
now,
amazing. Though.
basically.
Jonathan,
I guess they've added two more.
Jonathan Frakes, Riker, now he looks amazing.
Well, they think he looks amazing then, which they're not entirely.
I just
but
mean,
he's
like, you know,
the dude that he walks
age.
into the room and like women are like, swooning.
I mean, yeah, he is handsome,
Like-
but I mean, like because he looks good. He's like quite old, but he
Yeah.
looks fantastic.
Which I guess it goes on to my point again, which is my point is I looked up the cast at what I was looking at like the title screen to see like like the cast, and I saw a name that I couldn't actually comprehend. Will Wheaton.
That's where he's from.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what? I only ever heard Will Wheaton from the Family
Yeah.
Guy. That's it. That's my only context of who Will Wheaton is. But I can confidently say, without a fragment of doubt, that I did not picture the lesbian guy from fucking like he looks like a lesbian, even though he's just like a universe like 16-year-old like dude.
Well, that's the thing
like,
about
he is
Will
like
Wheaton is that he's like
really really attractive.
really young.
But yeah. But in modern day Will Wheaton is exactly how I imagine Will Wheaton because he fell off so fucking hard. Jesus Christ. Like he is an absolute fucking smoke show, and now he looks like your dad. Like, like,
You know why I hate that word?
He's just like,
um,
yeah, but like he
not
was
inappropriately,
like,
mind you.
like an incredibly attractive young man, like ridiculous, and then now he's just like unrecognizable as that person. He put on weight, he's grown a beard, and it's just generally unrecognizable. And and apparently he just does D&D now. That's like his thing. Like he just plays D&D. And either way, I was shocked, and that was the point of the story. Will Wheaton, I did not expect that.
Yeah. Where's that fucking flea? Hear it?
Oh my god, they all look really fucking old.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I guess they would be.
They look old. I've got news for you, buddy.
And you're actually right, yeah. Jonathan Frakes is fella, and he looks like a chappie. He doesn't look like he would molest you, which is nice. That's a good vibe to give off.
Why is that relevant?
Well, because some old people look like they would molest you, and he does.
I mean, what about package?
It's like it's really one or the other, really, isn't it? I mean, have you seen modern Patrick Stewart?
What about him? Yeah?
He does kind of look like he would
Oh my
molest you.
god, that's so fucking disrespectful.
Sorry, but maybe he should actually like look you in the eye instead of like literally. He basically looks like he's asleep all the time.
I'm trying to find the woman you mentioned. Yeah, I knew it! It's fucking Whoopi Goldberg!
Yeah, that was it. See? Yeah. Famous.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
You're like, famous black woman, like Whoopi Goldberg, right? I don't think I have heard her mentioned in Star Trek context of Star Trek before.
Yeah, well, she seems like I don't know how long she's part of the crew for, but like she's in like the main.
He's not
image
in the main
of it.
cast,
Just,
so probably not.
oh no, she's not IR. I mean, she's only actually been once. She's just like the bar owner that gives like smart advice, stuff like that. And she convinced Will Beaton to stay in the crew. That kind of role.
You're in well, no, the character's name is Wesley Crusher.
Wesley Crusher.
Crazy.
Yeah. He looks like a Wesley.
Like a Crusher.
Things worse than it smells.
Well, his mum was also a Crusher, but now she's fucked off.
What was his mum? Was his mum on the Enterprise?
Yeah, she's the character they just had to write off. She got a new shift over the next when the season changed. And she managed to continue to have Wesley. And it could be my fucking shock, to be honest.
Oh no, sticky grenades. Oh shit, I thought I instantly missed. Loaders. They are still very dangerous. Even in shields.
Oh wow. Michael Dorn is who plays Worf and it's completely unrecognisable.
Yeah,
I've never seen this guy in my life.
not surprising. Really, is it? I'm quite AFK from
Not really.
Also, yeah. I'm not on the elevator.
I wondered where the other person who's down was.
Just gotta make it.
Bloody drill is overheating. Give it a good whack.
A lot easier said than
Much
done,
easier
mate.
said than done.
As
That
in,
guy have
not
one
doable.
anything.
He's iron-willed, but he ain't doing anything.
The drill is jamming up. Get your wrenches out.
I'm your friend. Let's keep it that way.
Let this be a lesson in crowd control. How far am I? As far as I thought. Oh well. That's what we get for our hubris. For having excessive amount of hyper-aggressive exploders. Although that kind of thing does actually highlight the difficulty spike. But honestly, normally the drill elevator doesn't feel like
Do
more
I still got all my limbs?
of a thing.
Ah, that
The rest of the
ended as
mission,
well as
but-
could be expected.
It then.
Oh.
Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, sweet.
Yay! It's a spoiler, but I don't care.
What?
I just looked at the woman who got written
Oh.
off, and apparently I just read it a little bit, and the character they replaced her in season 2 didn't have that good chemistry, so they brought her back. Let's go!
There you go. It's look.
It all works out in the end, baby. Let's go.
What a
Let's do the shit.
fucking roller coasters thing. The world's gonna end. Politics doesn't matter. Yeah, a woman TV show. I don't know. That's the general vibe.
Oh yeah. One thing I care about, the other thing I don't.
Anyway,
Government and the way our world works. Fuck if I care. But,
you don't even know her name.
Fucking Star Trek: The Next Generation being good. No, I don't. I don't care. I don't care about a real life.
No,
her.
the character
I care about
name.
the character. Sure, she's something Crusher. She's
Oh,
the Doctor.
Crusher.
I don't know many names. Yeah, she's the mum of the son, Will Wheaton. This is why she was pretty cool, because the dynamic was pretty cool. If a bit weird.
Wait.
Like, she had met Picard, because Picard, like, basically brought back her dead husband. But, like, Picard, she kind of likes Picard, and Picard kind of likes him, which is why I was like, oh no, it's gone, and that's not gone anywhere. But I guess it's gonna go somewhere now. Baby, let's go. Not that relationships are really much of a thing. I don't really give a fuck.
Sorry, because I was I think it was when we were out for dinner last night, because that's what I did. That was for my birthday.
Mhm.
Me and my family, people
Day
I
after.
like. Went out for dinner, and there was a moment where I was just like I was just holding back laughter because I was just thinking of that video of that guy. You know, it's the guy who like lost his brother to like a lion or something. And there's the old man on the left who's like, it's like just kept thinking about it. It's just and how fucking funny it was.
God, it's fucking hilarious. Wow. Oh god, none of the secondaries are usable. Fucking chain hit bulldog, fucking reatomizer coil
Zombie.
gun, and bloody experimental round.
Experimental
burst,
rounds is not bad.
which I guess is the best of the lot. But it's still like, God, I'm not left with many choices at the end of Gunner.
At the end of Gunner.
Secondary wise, at least. Yeah, because I'm using all the final slots to use the new stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change the secondaries.
Experimental rounds can be pretty good because it's like it's not
I just realised that was my
that
mission.
far
so
off.
handy
Yeah,
that we
it's
failed
just
that.
it's easier now. Well, is it? It is right.
Well, I'm making it slightly easier.
It will be easy. I mean, look. I think the point of Blood Sugar is not actually to be hard. It's just to. It's actually overall much easier than a mission, but you are still constantly on edge
For to be working
because of the fact that you are constantly taking damage. I mean, you're not. I become on edge when I notice. Brent Spinner. How do you think it's? Probably Spiner. Only one end.
Yeah. Data.
Yeah.
What is it? One Brent Spiner episode gave us the best Star Trek villain of the next generation. What the fuck is IMD? Shut
He's
up.
done anything else.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yeah, seems it.
That was yesterday.
Or some other thing.
I'm really not ready for this.
Yeah, or that's why there's a double XP event. That's what I think I said. Which I guess if you were to jump on, it would be a good
Oh
time.
fucking hell.
This whole weekend.
Alright, listen up. Locate resonance crystals using the standard rangefinders. Call in scanners from orbit
Are you gonna watch?
on the crystals.
Red.
These will pinpoint the location of a Morkite geo.
Sorry for you.
Why? 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 What opinion could you possibly have on the Judge Dredd movie?
Never watched it, so that means it's bad. How do you use this minigun? Oh, you just tap X. Oh, I think I just burnt through a lot of those already.
if only deep rock.
Speaking of,
Burning
without
through.
HUD, I can't see how many I have or used.
Yeah. 12 in total.
Alright, well, I guess I want to keep count. I think I just used 3.
Yeah, I don't quite So far, I mean, I was surprised at how good it felt to just bump up the rate of fire because I thought this could waste ammo. And it does, but it's like good. It does. For once, I'm actually impressed by something's ability to just kill quickly. And that's good enough. But I haven't quite got the aggressive venting thing yet. It feels too like dangerous still. So am I supposed to surround myself with enemies while it builds up? I'm probably gonna get killed. Yeah. Like, how do I...
What? Aggressive venting, isn't that just what you already always use?
No.
What are you yapping about?
For that's like the thing that people do with Rosary Overdrive. Damn aggressive venting.
Right. Does it use the ability and aggressive vent at the same time? So you can continue shooting while aggressive venting?
Well, you still have to press it, but you know, it just isn't like.
Hit press A.
Well, I mean, it's not like manual heat dump though. That's the thing. If it was, I'd be over the moon.
Red sugar.
You'll have to fully overheat it. Build up again. Not from the scratch. That's the only difference. It's the fact that you're not building up from the scratch and you don't have to wait for it. So you can, like, you know, use aggressive venting way more often than normal, but it's still just as dangerous.
Yeah, but you've never had a problem with double aggressive venting.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with the Drac one because you can very quickly get it to the point where you can activate it because of manual heat dump. And you just immediately fear everything around you. As a scout, I'm way more mobile anyway. Danger, just fuck off. I need to use it more.
This doesn't quite compare to, oh, I forgot the name of it. What's the minigun thing I love?
Bullet hell.
That one.
And it's much more, you know, brain dead.
What?
It is. Well, it's predicated on just the right thing. The entire appeal. Did not?
It's the entire appeal because it's the best of the lot.
It's so retarded. It's so. It's not even bad. I've stopped saying it's bad.
It's just
but
correct.
It's just not right at all.
Feel much better now.
Well then what's the best minigun?
Oh, it's fun kill! Way better.
Nah, that shit's boring.
Limpet spawns here. There must
That
be
shit can
next
smell a
to
tard.
spot.
What's that mean?
I don't know, some form of insult. Query.
Swarm is upon you.
Weird. I was gonna place gate site. That reach.
Oh.
The query sounds like day gating. Yeah, a day gating site. Huh.
I shall fester.
No.
Got it.
The workforce is about to get
Blood is out of ammo.
Oh, I'm out of glammo. I may have gotten carried away.
Very easy.
Unfortunately, getting carried away with other minigun overclocks mean I would have gotten some kills. But alas,
And then
most of the new overclocks didn't feel the need to help people kill things. I like this bit. I'm gonna follow this bit till I die. All the new overclocks are terrible and add nothing.
the bit that you're like just really shit, basically.
Yes. I'm terrible. That's why these are bad, not that they're actually bad and you're too ignorant to know otherwise. You need to improve yourself. And get better at pull. Well, you know. There's only one Tom carry you, that much everyone could tell.
I think. No. Yes. I think me and James. No, we couldn't have been actually. See what you're missing? Yeah, is that Tom is actually very, very annoyingly good. So we should say it to him.
What? I'm not missing that. I'm trying not to think about that.
Why?
Like, holy fuck, do I wish his just unholy confidence in himself was actually unbased. But it is based in the substantial amount of
You wanna know
evidence.
what it is? Because you know how everything comes back to autism. It's because he's super autistic, and he has like autistically fixated on like the feeling of being good at stuff. So he just gets good at stuff because he likes being good at it. Like, as in, I think it doesn't even matter if it's like something that particularly interests him. He probably doesn't give a shit about Paul.
Think I dropped me bloody keys in there.
How, like, often have you played it? Because I assume you played it the least out of the three of you.
Out of them, yeah, definitely the least, but still a fair amount. But not against.
It's fucking bullshit.
Not against many different people.
Like, that's literally the second time I've ever played it.
Yeah.
Basically. And the first time I got kicked off. You give me so much shit with 3 people that play it like regularly.
I don't give you any shit. What are you talking about?
Much better.
You gave me so much shit. You wiped your ass with your hands and shit all on me.
I've activated
What is this? The
machine.
Boys season 4, episode 6?
Probably. That wasn't shit.
This machine.
Hey.
I don't really think about that. Oh right, yeah, oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's such a fucking. I'm actually ignoring that episode.
Such a dank
That
scene.
it like exists. I can only assume they didn't actually get Huey in there.
What? That's definitely him.
Resupply arrived.
Why?
Restock.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why would he do put himself through that when he could not do that? I think, like, even if it's acting, as a person, you shouldn't.
No,
want to do that,
they
even
love
if
it.
it's
They're
acting.
weirdos. They do anything for the vine. The vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Sure.
Super fine.
Resonance crystal located.
Hello, chat. You got me killed, but I don't give a shit.
Chat. Chat. Chat.
Chat, can we kill this guy? They just like brutally beat him with a hammer.
Yeah. Like
Secondary
speed in
objective
Europe.
completed. Make it home to collect your
Seen the gnome?
Yeah, I was literally about to say the same thing. I both really like the gnome and now completely sick of the gnome. And I can tell you the exact. Oh my god, there's a horde of enemies. I wish I was alive and had a weapon good at killing enemies. No. Oh, that's a day. I can tell you the exact point where my opinion on the gnome changed radically from being this is really cool and I like this
speed
to
thing.
not that. The speed thing, yeah. As soon as I saw him with speed, I'm like, oh, I like this less now. Apparently, it's a whole thing on TikTok as well, which obviously I'm actually getting a little bit of now. Still barely use it, but I do.
So you know the
put it up every
thing
so
of like
often.
the guy in
Um,
like the courtroom, whatever, standing up, like being like, actually, I think this or whatever. It's like the guy speaking out.
Sure.
So you do. It's like an illustration of a guy standing up in a room full of people. Like,
And then it's like executed at the end.
No.
It's like him and then
you know, you get that for this because you get someone being like, actually, I think the gnome that going in and harassing like minimum wage workers is a bad thing, and a bunch of people who work like those kind of jobs who dumped in. If a little gnome came in and started like frolicking in my like on my shift, it'd be like the best thing ever. It would make my day. You know,
Yeah.
he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Not being malicious. Frolicking.
I think when he tried to find a kill, that might have been a bit.
Yeah,
hard,
probably.
Frolicking around the area is not And yeah, he's I've seen like it everywhere. It's just a thing now, and also other types of gnomes. People now have been like filming on like gnome level, where they basically just put the phone as close to the ground as they can and like hold something next to it. Like I saw one where it's like a gnome like, look at this mighty beast. Do you think it could help me in the fight against the knights? And it's like a dog, and he's like on like ground level, like putting it. It's like his dog, so yeah, with it, yeah, that's fine. But basically, that's the thing. Gnomes versus knights is a thing now, and that's like a whole arc that's going on. I don't know what knights are. I haven't seen anything about them, but it keeps coming up. I saw a video. Oh my god! All the swarmers eating me just disappeared. They actually just disappeared. What the fuck?
Like radiation.
Nothing. They literally just all disappeared.
I found out from a DLG historian video that they actually used all the radioactive swarmers. They used to be radioactive at one point. It sounds. I mean, it looked awful. I saw it. It looked fucking awful.
Yeah, moral of the story is, I like the gnomes at best by now, but I would like it when it was whimsical and fun, not when it was like clearly a trend now, and it's probably going to go too far. And someone's going to do something really stupid dressed up as the gnome, and the media is going to talk about it, and it's just going to be that whole thing. I don't know, probably invade a
Oh my god, yeah, got it. It's definitely what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's like fuck around, like jump in the graves maybe, that'd be fun. But then, yeah, then
Starts, like, trying to resurrect the guy or
national news
something.
media will talk about how the gnome is alt-right and some bullshit like that. Or it's just going to be like just a bunch of boomers talking about it on the news. I'm just not looking forward to that. You can't have anything fun with it.
You can, but then someone will try and ruin it.
Well, exactly. You mean you can't.
According to someone.
You can't just have fun. You've always got to pay for it.
Steve. It wasn't long for this world. Yeah! Give me some sugar!
Give me your sugar, baby.
Okay. Thought that was ultimate battle of ultimate
This is the ultimate showdown
of all Godzilla.
Destiny. Guys, bad guys, fan explosion.
RCI.
RDI.
Oh, it feels like exploding infestation.
I wonder who it will be.
Magneto.
No, it was the neighborhood guy.
Who?
Yeah, who's the old guy with like the neighborhood?
What neighborhood?
Yeah, like a jumper.
What neighborhood?
I don't know! That's all I know. I'm telling you the information I can think of. Can you not gather that?
Guy from the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Was it
old
Jumper?
guy. It's like a TV show. It's like a kids one. It's like American, I'm pretty sure. And at the end of the song, it's like him on his bloodstained sweater. That's who wins it. Fucking Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, Jeffrey D.
The old JD.
Old Zac Efron.
Hey Harry, are you at the cargo crate?
It's
Can you drill from the cargo crate to where? To the somewhere. Alright, it kind of looks like there already is one. And that fucking detonator had a fire last time. Speaking of, I'm not having that. It's a swarm infestation or some bullshit. They're just infinite, constant, evil.
with blood sugar. Better.
until you're all on it.
A cargo crate.
A cargo
Yeah, there it
crate.
is.
Cargo crate? No, cargo road.
Roadworks ahead. I sure hope it. I've been watching a video recently.
Who is he?
I'd go
Don't know
through
who he is.
Drew Gooden.
Oh, Drew
Funny.
Gooden.
It's like him and the Beloveds like you. They're like people.
Cargo crate here. Let's open it.
Oh yeah.
I don't really watch him at the moment. Probably will at some point, but they're both
Hello,
like
mining master.
both like the best commentator channels essentially.
Who was actually the best miner though? Who was it? Who was
The best miner.
Miner.
Viner. Oh, I mean, King Batch sent racism backwards in time by like 20 years.
Right, that's an interesting thing to say on a public forum.
That's a common take that he
Not-
reinforced racist stereotypes like significantly.
Yeah, so did Marlon. Marlon.
Yeah, but
What is his
he
name?
was funny.
He was actually funny.
Watermelon. It's not a watermelon. Wait, I think that was someone else.
No, it
What
was
is
that
the
was
weird
him. That was him.
helmet?
And he did the weed card thing.
Oh,
Look at the weed card.
Curse iguana, curse iguana, curse iguana, curse iguana, curse iguana, curse
Yeah, but
iguana, curse iguana, curse iguana,
Yeah,
curse
I
iguana,
know!
curse iguana, curse iguana, yeah, but they don't. Curse iguana, curse iguana.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass hard.
Because it's okay. No,
It's
in the
interesting
end,
because I
yeah.
saw that moment
It's okay.
many times before watching that episode, Smiling Friends, and I still think it's the funniest moment. This fucking insane-looking Yeti, and he just says, in a pretty normal voice, like, "You come to my place again, I'm gonna beat your ass hard." I think it's actually spoiled when he comes in and is more aggressive when he comes back. And he's like, "Fucking pussy," and he smashes like the painting. I think it's better when he's like hugely calm.
Really, he like tech shit none of that.
But there will be a season 3.
Oh yeah, I
it's-
think that's already confirmed.
Yeah, it's. I started it.
Cursite analyzer boozing
I don't have any ammo.
volatile cursite deposits in the
I haven't had
area.
an
They're
age.
infecting the local wildlife.
Oh,
Get as many samples as you can from the
I don't need a
resupply.
resupply, I need ammo.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Just say it.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
You're not here, dumbass.
I'll beat your ass hard.
Fuck.
Where are you going? Why do you turn around? Turn around for no reason. Seemingly useless one.
Realistically, I probably still had some cooldown refreshes. I know I used all of them before I ran out of ammo. This Megalord using the spiky fire.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Oh! I had a moment the other day where I thought that the spikes activated the thin containment field on the NPC, and I almost had an aneurysm. That I
Really, you don't think that's actually a thing. Really, you managed to figure that out, did you? Completely irrelevant, random two things that wouldn't interact in any way that makes anything close to sense.
well, it looked like it happened, and anything that you shoot will activate it. Anything shot out of a gun.
Oh, I didn't know. Wow, I'm at one already. Terrible, terrible weapon. Terrible weapon, terrible people.
Good job, team. Core infuser ready.
Core infusion commencing.
Okay.
I'm taking some of the ammo. Yeah.
Bubble gum, bubble gum, oh, bubble, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, oh, bubble, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, oh. Oh, hello, Cation. Hello, hello, how's it going? I don't know how late this was. I don't know when you messaged, but it's going cock and balls. I can
Hello.
surely say that. Hello, hello, what's all this thing? Excuse me, mate, you can't park here. It's a Bulldozer. Can't park your Bulldozer here, mate. You don't have a ticket. Do you have a license for that Bulldozer? Why is there a compressed gold here? Did the Bulldozer mine that, or is we just saving that?
Yeah, we're gonna bring it down. I don't think I've had this yet, actually. Blood sugar. Yes. There's me drowning.
It's a bit silly.
Drowning in
It's a bit
blood.
silly, Willie.
Starting the drill-elevator. Get on it. Resupply pod
Oh
is
yeah,
here.
things will get brighter.
My wife didn't know what was going on.
Brace for
I'm gonna
impact.
grab two.
Falling sugar. Be cooler.
Your expiration date.
I mean, it genuinely does feel like it's got like a hidden swing.
Getting
It just keeps showing up.
Yeah, I'm the host. Beep boop.
Elevator activated. This is it, miners. Be ready for company.
How does it feel being a client, or the other one, whichever one's the correct one?
It's not hard to
Client sounds important. Whee!
So so far it's been pretty normal.
Hang tight while the drill elevator breaks.
I've noticed some stuff.
Well, yeah, you didn't even see that.
Not heaps.
Well, yeah, you didn't even see.
Oh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's a lot of the sugar just staying in the air.
Yeah, it does that.
I like that.
Pretty.
I like that a lot. Oh, now it's falling.
I just realised how much someone used bullet hell on this thing. I don't think even you can deny that.
I don't see how it adds specifically this.
Well, what you don't understand is bullet hell is fucking immaculate damage control. It like stuns and sets on fire like everything.
Okay, so, so I was thinking very specifically along the lines of what is cool when you fall, right? But not the actual practical thing, which is that crowd control is very important. And then when it comes to just grinding a horde to a halt, it is quite good.
Yeah, and in this kind of environment, it basically wouldn't have like anything in the way as well, right?
Yep.
So it would just hit all of them like constantly, and it would be very ammo efficient and good. You don't know about that part.
Why would it be ammo efficient?
Because basically all the shots would be ricocheting,
I guess it'd be the most ammo
hitting
efficient.
another enemy. Yeah, and it is good. I'm also understanding the thingy with the just like overheating it and then just hitting the button anyway because it brings it back down, which is nice.
It's the kind of thing though that makes you realise that the minigun should probably like be a bit better than it is without overclocks. there may be something that lets you just shoot more. Absolutely, and would be worth using.
I think you should go on a public forum and say the minigun isn't good.
I just think
I think you should just go and do that. What did you do, Harry?
I just said what I said. What I just said on the stream.
This isn't a public forum. There's like 2 people.
5.
All right, like 5 people. But these people are barrels and things because no one's listening to them.
Whoa. Okay. This is why. The name is that. Nothing but the coldest, longest death.
Mining is hard work. Good thing we're doing.
What?
Yeah, maybe we're not gonna die after all.
Be a poet or something. It's a loser. It's a loser over here.
Got eternal torture.
That's it.
Hey, dudes, we've got eternal torture tomorrow.
Button is awaiting your command.
Hey guys.
Gosh.
Hey guys. Eternal torture tomorrow.
An average.
Oi.
Jet boots are overheated.
Oi.
Look at that.
Oh, I needed that.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule. Drop pod departing in T-minus
Eternal
5.
torture in the labyrinth tomorrow. Season 5 is very good. And this is probably not a conversation you're going to want to have now. But I will say it anyway. But I do think it's already essentially lost. I'm capable of playing the game and I don't feel shitty doing it. But I don't feel motivated to play the game by any means.
Departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
I mean that's all I can really say at the moment. It's just a guttural thing. I'm like sitting there and like, what I feel like playing, I can like confidently say, not deep rock. I mean it's fine if you're playing. You know, a week ago I could have played deep rock on my own, but it's already gone.
Never felt better.
Bad face emoji. I guess I gotta wait for a roll call to play more deep rock.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be very surprising.
Initiating launch sequence.
I think it's gonna be different in a way that some people really won't like. What the fuck is this guy doing? How did he do that?
Oh yeah,
Shit!
yeah. There's gonna be a huge backlash to roll call, right? Like, because ultimately it came at the cost of deep rock, and so anyone that
I
doesn't love that
fucking
game,
hate batteries.
like people.
I'm so sorry. It just literally. Look at this guy.
Go back on your stream and listen. Yeah.
No.
Well, there's no reason why you should know about it. That's not very nice, actually. But what I'm saying is that, like, Rogor has to be like better than Deep Rock to make people even give it a try.
I think it actually will be.
Sure, but
I
even
think
then,
you look honestly. Look at Deep Rock. Look at how. Like, let's be honest. It's like built on sticks in a way. Like, and it's one of the reasons why I love the game so much. Is that so much of it feels very, very homegrown and like, you know, by people who not that they don't know what they're doing, but like people who are sort of just getting into making a video
It
game.
was their,
Basically.
like,
They just have the right
first
principles.
shot idea, and it just
There's
fucking worked.
A really like polished like AAA standard game, like, you know, let's run through like fucking investors like fucking grimy brains. Wouldn't have it wouldn't have like things like the armor rig upgrade trees, or at least not in the way that they are, or the pickaxes, or the flare even being in that, like, in the equipment terminal, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
Did
But
I hear a rockin'
they can actually, that stuff feels like just leftovers of them being basically green developers. There's not going to be any shit like that in Rogue War. Everything's going to be so much more purposeful. In it just being in the
it's
game.
gonna have taken, like, you know, the 6 years of Deep Rock and refined it into a formula that is then going to be put into a different genre of game, right? It's like, I don't know. It's definitely going to be good. The problem is that, like, people are currently default, I would say, generally, like, disliking it, right? Like on average, I feel like that, like, someone that cares about Deep Rock would out the gate dislike Rotor because it's, I don't know, killing Deep Rock, right? it's like he's gonna fucking murder your favorite thing. It's like, I'm gonna take its place. And it's like, excuse me, you're gonna fucking do what now? Like, you can't just say and do that. But they are, and so it's kind of like an uphill battle, really,
Patience.
like out the gate. Which I don't know. It's probably not gonna end well. Like, it's gonna get an unnecessary amount of shit, realistically. Like, it's probably not gonna be, like, overwhelmingly positive. Might be positive, but not overwhelmingly.
Now this is not. Now this is a conversation I don't want.
Well, you
This is an
started
actual
it, 'cause you didn't
conversation.
want to do my conversation.
I don't want to have that conversation. It's gay.
My emotions.
Your emotions. Well, what the, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is supposed to happen, really. With an update. What? Make you play for a year? That's insane.
Well, I was kind of hoping for at least a month. But
I hate this
But you are
damn
very,
business.
very easily. You're very, very hard to please.
If we survive,
You
next
are.
round is
Logan.
on me.
You just are. You have to hold reload.
Scanners have located several huge deposits of liquid morkite.
Not gonna
To
do
extract it,
anything.
we're sending in a refinery for you to set up.
oh wow, this is
Locate
good.
the wells of liquid
See?
morkite, set up pipelines, and pump it all
But,
back
oh, I'm not
to the
immediately winning.
Good luck, team.
Oh, this is the worst thing in the
Yeah,
world.
because I could name like 7 Overclocks where that is the case.
Every single weapon starts out bad because you don't know what the fuck you're doing with it.
Not true, in the slightest. It's not like I've not got any mods on. I'm not a retard like you. I have mods. It means you don't like putting mods on your weapons when you first use them.
An extra miner has been assigned to your team.
Classic new overclock.
Time for some action. Oi,
Good start from that guy.
Oh no,
It's
I'm
also
petting a
not
cat.
weird because they basically all, like, you know, they do all change the way stuff works, like, substantially. It's not
Yeah,
surprising. that-
downgrading.
Okay.
thanks. I owe you one, brother.
Salvage Poncho would kill that guy.
About
Why are you quiet, Mr. Lofty argument, Mr. Guy over here?
What argument?
Argument of whether or not all the new Overclocks suck.
Well, I've been able to get, you know, been able to do well with most of them.
Pump jack requested is inbound.
Attention. We got a
Sure,
skill
yeah.
rumble here.
What's your definition of well?
The problem is, you basically, you think that subjective experience cannot be used in an argument.
For the good here. Let's get it hooked up to the
I mean, that's all I use.
Yeah, but you don't let anyone else use it. You don't.
Yeah, because they're wrong.
I killed a loot bug.
A swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Oh no, a swarm. I can't, I'm not equipped to deal with this.
That's it, Bax. We didn't bring a mule. Well, that was stupid. You're cute.
That's an awesome line. That's an awesome-
I've got a sip on ready here. Shield placed. Leadburster.
How are you guys playing? Because I'll join you for a couple minutes in like 10 minutes. I'll join you for a couple in like 10 minutes. I want to do my drilling. Just whether or not Harry can endure that, really.
Me?
Yeah. And going by the rate of failures, probably a little while now. Which realistically
get
means
done.
I'm just gonna turn off the fucking more enemies.
Or bring it down by 1.
Nope, they're gone.
That was maybe a little
In fact,
more
hazard
than we
fall.
can handle.
No, that's a step.
I bloody told you. We need
For
to
every
stick
failed mission, we
together
go
to
down one tier.
survive.
Holy shit. Well, hold on, then you gotta only take away Hazard 5 Plus then.
No, starting at hazard 4.
Barking. Oh, if we fail,
Mission locked in.
I won't be able to live for
Powering up the
myself.
drop pod.
You shouldn't anyway. You're level 1600 and you're failing missions. We're in a bad mood today. Womp, 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 womp.
not that I know if this would have
womp.
helped. Did you get a response from the devs? I
Nope.
saw what you did. What you did.
They did not. They skimmed past,
Drop sequence initiating.
which is a shame.
They don't have Aaron on, which is nice.
While you were watching it, I assume.
Oh, well, no. Well, actually, because what I did, I actually scrolled up through chat to see if they had said anything. They didn't ask anything. It's of interest. And then, of course, I see Barrel Vision, which is strange because I that made me realise I'd forgotten that it was, you know, your account. Which doesn't make sense given I have to, like more, you know, not frequently, but more than a couple times. Actually, it's probably just been a couple times. I think it's literally just been 2 times. I've been locked out of it. For one reason or
This
another.
rock is gonna be the death of us.
And then obviously not within my power. I was just saying, you know,
Check
what?
your
When
gear
did
and
I
let's
say
go.
that? Not exactly. Like that didn't. That idea had no like weight. Didn't actually think that. I didn't actually
Our
forget.
objective is liquid
Obviously,
morkite,
just you.
and we're
But,
sending in a refinery for you to fill. Get it cranking, and let's pump those deposits dry. Get to work, roughnecks.
Why have I got the jack in my hand? Oh, for fuck's sake. specifically didn't want to use this.
Oh, thank
The
God I
bright
did
side
kill.
on Pet, you can't hide that. Shadow boy, take this with me. Spoopy, spoopy.
Crotch infector medics end.
He's a good fella. With a bit stinky. Spoopy dee boopy. That's my song. Okay, I haven't even got it equipped. Oh, that's pheromones. Oh, I have impact evasion. Oh, on the bright side.
Like maybe. When you get maybe actually, yeah. Impact deflection. Oh my God! Is this? It's not. It's not.
No one told me it's cool, but
Barrage infectors are odd, either very easy or very hard to dodge. Yeah, but I can see when and why. Essentially, if you have like a wall you move behind, then you can dodge them. And I
or
don't
like
just
their
mean cover.
angle,
I mean like a
the
wall.
ceiling like blocks all of their shots or something.
Objects here. Let's get it hooked up to the refiner. The flares are recharging. What's this?
Be like, was banana till the morning come.
Cavalry's here. New mine
Be
inbound.
like, come and
Feel much better now.
Wait, hold on. I swear. Harry Belafonte died recently.
If it helps, I've no idea who that is.
Definitely with many people. Actually, that's not necessarily fair. It does. That's him singing.
That doesn't sound like a song sung by Harry Belafonte.
Well, it is. Yeah. The thing is, I need to know this actually. Harry. What's type of hatred?
Swarm detected. Light him up, miners.
Yeah. Over a year ago, but still, because he just seemed like a relic of the ancient world. There's no way that guy could be close to being alive, but he very much so was.
The swarm is upon you.
Congrats
Yeah, to him, I think. Actually, I can't tell how.
for being dead.
Got team wiped by Stalker the other day. But you love them. I don't love them.
Huh?
No love for the Stalker. But they're pretty cool.
Wow, impact deflection sucks almost as much as the new overclocks. I guess they're like that all along.
Not ready. Flares recharging. Explosive.
Take care of what is left, then have a breather.
Carl! It's past your expiration date.
I don't know what. I don't know why. It genuinely feels to me like they buffed like flamethrower damage or something. It's always been just like actually good. And it's just like,
it kills a grunt in like a second.
It really does though. Even like
Yeah,
it
and
even
it'll
feels
kill,
like
like,
heat
infinite
radiance is
amount
like
of them.
killing stuff like really, like killing stuff really quickly.
I'm totally loaded.
Like I'm using it, and it's leading me to feel no particular reason to not use Scorching Tide because I don't feel particular need to do much else with it.
Secondary objective completed. Fine job.
I can't carry anymore. Fun ride! That guy in mission control, he really has a cozy job. This goes here. Bam! Weapon ready.
Eat it.
Bam! Pipe goes here.
Oh, that's gonna
I'm out of
be
here.
a bitch. I'm actually gonna avoid doing that.
When there's a free spot, I'll join. Says cat tile. Kick someone. Kick someone.
Up to
Kick
you.
someone. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm the host.
This never gets
Yeah,
old.
I didn't want to kick someone. I wanted to
But you want someone
Harry
kicked.
do it,
Look.
and then blame Harry for being such a cruel
What
and evil
happens when
person.
you get the buttons in front of you? You said
Yeah.
I would nuke everyone if I could, and now the button's there. You're like, oh, I don't want to actually. Right, oh shit, I had a particular feeling about that sentence, and it was inaccurate.
Oh. No, I guess I could have kicked you, but that would have been a pain in the ass. I'm not even sure you can join.
Getting closer to our
Is he your friend, Harry?
Does that matter?
order to resupply.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
How do you join us? You can join us now. Oh, there he is. Well, he's a whiz of this stuff.
I mean, you can see what we're doing. Very easily find us in this.
Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition.
The list.
Pipe
It is crazy that pissing in public can get you put on the registry.
I'm wondering if 20.
Harry, maybe you should stop pissing in public then.
Pipe clocked down.
Yeah.
You
I ne-
strike me as the kind of guy who the only reason he goes outside is to piss.
I need a piss.
I need to piss.
What? The only reason to go outside is to piss.
Yeah, you go to like the park just to piss.
Getting more
I mean,
Holy shit. Harry, look at him.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. That we did actually want to see that. I think, specifically, the cat aisle, and I'm not disappointed.
How have you already got that helmet?
Which one? Lord's Lord.
The final one.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
For impact.
I mean,
Detected a massive
No,
storm on
that's-
collision course.
been 8 days.
Hey.
The Morkite must flow.
I mean, alright, I've got 20, I'm level like 20 in the parts. So like, I guess if you really did play it like seriously, it's not
Tyler, I mean-
impossible.
Just one
You
more
really
trip.
do.
Crackhead.
That much.
Basically,
All
you
pipelines
play,
are objects built.
as much as I do if I got up at like 5 a.m.
Return to the refinery and start up.
every day.
Well, you didn't even like, or like, yeah.
Or played like I do.
Just like if all the time you were awake, you were playing the OXD missions.
Which, because of what I'm saying, is definitely like over 100. Like, probably by a notable amount.
I don't want to see how long he spent on the game, like on the Xbox achievement
I do.
section.
Make me feel a bit better.
What about your like 200 days? Did I just start the thing? Oh well, yeah. I'm the host, I can do what I want.
The liquid morkite is being extracted.
We would have stopped using the work in the game.
Be warned, the noise
Oh!
will
Oh, that's not.
That's all of Jack's fault.
do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment. Keep fighting, team. You're almost through the wave. We got bugs, lots of them. Walk it. Pump sequence at 25%. All systems running at 100. The pipelines are jammed. We need to maintain them.
Well, there's probably a pretty clear divide between streams where I'm in a good and bad mood.
There's a big divide.
Oh, hello, handsome. Hello.
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear
The divide being, some of them I am happy and the other ones I'm not happy.
pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
Wonder what slot is living in the cafe. Damn clears could need an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just. I can't speak to it because I literally cannot relate. Either.
To what, being in a bad mood?
Yeah. I just can't. Doesn't compute because
Is running again. Well done.
even if I am, I'm just not. You let it run its course, which actually isn't inherently a bad thing. But
It's okay,
I've
man.
also found that if you just act in a way you would if you weren't, works for me. I just don't let. I basically don't let the way I feel influence what I do,
Halfway through the pump
which is
sequence,
weird.
liquid morkite is being
What I say or do. At the same time,
I ask the questions around here.
not like I'm particularly good at influencing other people. Yes.
located and fix it.
I don't think you have even iota of commanding presence. Like, there is not a simulation in the universe where you would be the leader of a group.
Fixed. Here's hoping.
That is cosmically insulting.
But there are more outstanding issues.
It really is.
As in, it's not, but I feel like it must be.
I mean, I got the universe involved, so it's definitely some sort of content. But, I mean, can you deny those allegations?
What about the fake universe in my head where I'm like the best?
I think even you know in that one you're not the leader.
Damn.
Like, you're not in charge in your own mind.
Pipeline repaired. But
Oh no,
all
in my
pipelines are
mind.
still malfunctioning.
As long as you've got someone holding your leash, it's fine.
Oh,
I fixed it and operational.
I don't know, just someone.
Fix the problem.
As long as you're not in your own mind,
Smoothly again.
nothing good comes from that.
I think I can.
Brace yourselves. There's a big group of incoming enemies. The pumps are working as fast as they can. Keep it up.
I don't think my mind's a bad place to be, actually.
Squeeze those wells dry.
It's just deep rock, right? It's like, I'm currently playing what goes on in my life right now.
I don't think anyone can really, like, actually, figure out what people are actually thinking.
What about psychics?
They're just, they're bozos.
Yeah, hustlers,
Con men. Women.
tricksters,
Charlatans.
con women. Crazy that that's not like a thing.
Women never lie.
There's also no male version of maid.
But other pipelines are still malfunctioning.
Yeah. Made. What do you mean?
I guess it will have to be in there.
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all
Mate.
malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Mine carts are so fast here.
Maybe I can do a 360. Damage repair.
Hit it!
The extraction of liquid morkite is running again. Keep up the good work. We'll be done in no time.
Watch me go!
Rock honesty.
Swarm? We got another swarm.
Come and get me, you disgusting spawn! There it goes! That's all everyone does!
Now, I definitely don't believe this, but I remember watching a Reapy Rom weapons
Well
series.
done. Cargo rocket is
Way
returning
back
to
when.
orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out.
Oh,
Probably
what?
when I first,
Weapon.
yeah. And I remember he put like, oh no, actually I think it was more like a tournament thing. He was trying to actually deduce what the best weapon in the game was. It's based on, I think it's based on him as well. I don't think it was his opinion. And he got like flamethrower as the best weapon, best primary weapon. Which at the time I was like, that's so.
We shit on
I
hard.
don't think so. I don't think I believe that at all. But
No, that was when we were in the flamethrower page,
yeah,
and he
so
said it was like the best weapon.
it's like that is beyond absurd. But even at the time, I could acknowledge that it basically had like pretty much infinite
How do I get off?
like run killing. I think I just saw like I saw nothing else, and so I was like, hi Revan.
Rock and stone! Yeah! Go ahead and unwedge your
Rock and roll and stone!
I realised I had to because I had Iron Will, and then I just thought I'll pickaxe see if I've got Vampire, and I do. I don't want to be doing this because there's a cat on my arm, so I'm probably going to like distract him or leave me. I'll be alone again. But here I come.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
Come on, guys! Rock and
That's
stone!
one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
Ultimately, that's the meaning of life. Cuddling with cats. It is interesting how my name, like, came before
Way
me
before.
liking cats.
Not just before you
I
liking
like-
cats.
Yeah.
You like you didn't like cats. Even though
Yeah.
you've never had a dog.
Well, yeah,
Right?
it was just because cats would shit in our gardens, like front and back, and it was like, well, they're just little evil little pests that shit everywhere and attack people. So like, why would people even like them in the first place?
Ion, I want to see your other
And so I
dwarves.
just assumed that cats were terrible, and then we got one, and now we're smitten, which is a joke.
Smitten
because
with the kitten. Also, Cation, I know you weren't that level when we last saw you.
Holy shit!
I'll take it.
Is that that's 100? That's not 180, is it? Is that just 100?
One script for me.
That's not all of them, is it, Ion?
Yes, that is 2 dwarfs, Harry. It's pretty
For
easy
those
to count.
about to rock and stone, we salute you.
I can barely read the number. That is 80 actually, isn't it? That's 85. 185. Although something tells me Gunner is not the highest. Not even showing us.
165 for engineer.
131.
Rock, yeah, rock and stone, rock solid.
Yeah, okay, there's a difference. Yeah, so Scout's your highest at 185. And Gunner's Driller's is lowest.
Rock and stone in the heart.
If that was 8 and not a 0,
It's a 0.
or as you said.
Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
can tell the difference between the two.
Oh, he likes
No,
the dwarf
I think
lord
that's a
mark.
0. I'm pretty sure that's a 0. Sure.
Well, that means I could probably okay, yes, 0. I could probably catch up to that. Driller, Justin Driller. I think that's doable.
Love place.
That is honestly my main motivation of playing. I just want to keep getting my driller as high as humanly possible. Which is why now I'm not playing driller. I'm really fucking demotivated.
There it is. At the bottom of it. Yeah, I mean, was it like to get through the mission for you then? If anything, apart from grifting, almost like.
How do you even grift? Oh, it's gonna pick driller then, but then I realized. Sad face. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. But we'll meet again.
Sunny day. I think it is actually.
Sunny day.
Oh, I don't know what I
Let's
need.
not have more enemies.
Locked in. Time to board the drop pod.
Bye bye cat. Bye bye cat.
Hurry up, we're leaving.
Flight sequence initiated.
Love
Fasten
cat.
your seatbelts.
Oh god, it's dead. It's a bug because has 5 plus doesn't pay so much. A bug rip. What was that? Oh, a big rip because has a 5 plus doesn't pay much, so I don't know what to do. Yeah. I mean, doesn't it depend? Like if you're just good enough, then it's like, you know, it's 3 XP. But I guess if it makes you lose missions, then it's not really worth it, is it?
Damn, I forgot my lucky charm.
Wake me up when we land.
Like completing every mission 100% reliably would always be better than having a 20% fail chance on harder difficulty. That'd be a bigger payout to be reliable.
Management is furious.
I would
They're
assume.
you in to grab whatever sample minerals they're preparing for extraction, destroy their facilities, and show them that Hoxie's is DRG property.
Open. Down the hatch.
Don't know when, don't know when.
Ugh, air's kinda heavy down here today.
It's the devil.
On the sun.
Singing.
The data vault is protected by a force field. It must be shut down before we can gain access. You need to find the power stations powering it.
Yep,
and
yep,
disable
yep,
them.
yep.
Go on, go for some more
Bug, and I'm
Fallout.
not so proud about it.
theories.
Put up
Amazon
76.
Prime. No,
Put up 76 on Xbox 360. No, that's 360.
360.
Oh, whoa, big god.
There's a retarded.
Fucking hell.
I like how people say that like 720 wouldn't have been like a cool name for Xbox.
What's your argument here?
Well, you know, like around the time before the Xbox One was announced, you would see videos where it's like, yeah, like some crazy, yeah. I almost just did that just to tell you what I was talking about. It'd be like, you know, this
Yeah.
crazy blue thing. It's like the Xbox 720. Like that shit was, that was cool. And it was a good idea. It was a better idea than the Xbox One.
The Xbox Series X. Like,
That's worse, I think. I think that's worse than One. It's worse because it's nothing.
does beg the question what they're gonna try next. Really, what kind of they do? Like, it's like fucking
Oh no,
Elon
I
Musk's,
really can't imagine.
like, gaming scheme.
For what? Like Twitter.
Just,
Tweet X.
yeah, you just like, ooh, look at this vague, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I'm genuinely
You're
like,
like, oh, not really.
impressed they didn't just call it like the Xbox X. In fact, it
The
might.
eggs, the X, and then the hyphen box. That's the next one.
And obviously, you know,
The next one is just gonna be Xbox Game Pass, the box. It's just ditched the fact that it's like a console and it's a bit more that it's just like the way you would run Game Pass.
it's like, what the fuck is Series X? I mean, it means nothing really, but like,
What was the smaller one called again? Do you remember
the smaller one of these, the current
that?
Series S.
Tom has. Yeah, so I guess that's what it's supposed to be, like Series large, right? I guess then, right? That's what X is. And then
But it's
X
not
is
called
small.
Series L.
Oh right, then yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought X was large.
I mean,
guess
it's
'cause
always
just thought S was small.
Used with X.
Okay, so I was right and you're mean.
Well, right. You were just onto something. Still wrong.
You probably should have done like 3 ones then really lean into it. Should have been a medium.
Hacking
It was,
pod is launched and on its way.
Dude, XL.
Oh, I would have liked that. I would like to have seen the girth.
It would be what we have,
That would
but,
have been a
but
DC.
huge.
Power station so the hacking can begin.
As wide as it is tall.
One more
Molly.
And then then taller again.
Got a splash.
Oh, I don't think I want to bring that up.
Alright, Sandy.
I shouldn't. I literally only explained because I remembered stuff of it, not because I wanted to. I was even going to start talking. Just some like genuinely bad news on the entertainment side of things.
Oh. What is it?
Genuinely, really off-putting.
We're really hyping this up now.
Oh, alright, fine. Okay, Neil Gaiman has been accused of like sexual assault by 2 different people, and he admitted to one of them. So.
Oh. No more Sandman.
Well, probably not. I mean, obviously season 2 is happening, but it's like
Dude, accusations are all it takes. That alone confirms
they won't
them.
cancel the thing still film.
Yeah, but they won't release it. Then people will boycott it.
I might not say definitely. I actually don't know. I'm not certain it's I bought.
Never stopped you from saying definitely before.
Time it is.
Character development, baby. On the bright side, I mean, it's not that many stories left for him to tell, so it's not the end of the world.
Well, it's more so that he's very involved in the adaptations, and that's the reason why a lot of them get made and also are good. So.
That's it. Connection established. Time to activate the hacking drone.
I mean, the main thing I've gotten from Neil Gaiman is that the YouTube ad for his masterclass. You know the masterclass things?
Which, if you're ever gonna watch, probably get that over and done with. Won't be there soon.
Yeah, it's only because in the ads he said like something about how he managed to run through a fair number of topics in the ad, and one of them was the the second draft. He said the point of the second draft is making it look like you were doing in real life, and that's sort of been one of the main things I picked up on. It's like why you would bother doing a second draft, because it very often does not look like you knew what you were doing from the first draft. It's true. It's a genuine bit of like writing advice. It's an invalid count. How it works.
The hacking drone is under attack. Keep it safe so it can work.
The stories are now terrible.
I can't respect that kind
Drone
of thing.
can't hack as long as there's bugs beating
Like
it up.
that kind of thing devaluing stuff.
Hack commencing.
I suppose it's it really comes down to like your favourite thing. Like if Oda
News
was outed for something really bad.
accused of sexual assault. Neil Gaiman denies sexual assault allegations made by 2.
Bogies on the hacking drone. Blast it. The hacking drone has stopped. Kill those critters off it now.
Oh, this was like yesterday.
Yeah.
No, 2 days.
Well, yeah, I mean, very
One of them is
recent.
2 days.
Just,
What news page should I give the attention?
oh,
The
was,
bookseller. That there's a bunch of random shit. Better than the Daily Times.
Daily Signs probably be less, not less buyers, probably more buyers, but less favourite.
Denies allegations of non-consensual intercourse and sexual assault, which I shouldn't have said on a stream. That's not going to go well. Neither Neil Gaiman's UK publishers have responded to the requests for a comment. Allegations are explored in a 4-part podcast.
Wow.
Master the allegations against Neil Gaiman. One of them was a nanny to his child. Was accused him. He was 23 and he was in his 60s. I got the result.
It's a bit older. I thought he's like probably like late 50s, mid 50s.
Another woman who describes herself as a fan. described him as abusive and had the not allowed way of making love on her at one occasion when she was
That was
20
great.
and
That was
Damon was
great.
in his 40s.
That was like the quartering. Like forcefully kissed.
Yeah,
Well done.
can't really be.
Very classy.
Can't really be. I'm gonna grab a resupply only because I need flares. No one can do anything about it. The Sandman author reportedly 63 is apparently his age.
Yeah, that's fine actually. Not fine. It's not like, not. I'm talking about what he did. I'm just saying that's fine. That lines up with what I imagine his age is. What I'm saying. Nothing else.
Strongly denies the allegation, saying he believed consent had been established.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's
so
the
it
admitting
did
thing.
occur.
That's what I mean.
It's
I think.
just, yeah.
Like it's not like completely out of nowhere.
He had met them, he had done the intercourse, but it's a matter of.
Yeah, mine was. I brought up the
consent.
quarterings like more so to make fun of him. I mean, I don't know if you.
You do not consent to the quartering.
We don't. I don't.
Isn't he
consent.
just an annoying nerd?
Yeah, but he's a
Like,
grifter and he does say like pretty horrific stuff sometimes. There's that time Michael Giacchino, who's the like composer of a lot of movies, directed them well by night as well. But like, I don't know why he chose to make just tweet for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, he just chose to tweet "fuck Hitler" one day, which is like kind of weird. But then the quartering commented on that was like, and there it is. Yikes. Just...
It's interesting when someone gets angry and saying "fuck Hitler."
Yeah.
So what do you mean by this?
It's kind of weird. And he said some pretty weird stuff.
There were two women making insinuations or reportedly and otherwise consensual relationships with the author. So he was essentially just dating during the time, and that doesn't seem to have been like a secret.
But
or
their
anything.
age like
It's
is
just-
confirmed, right? They're both like 18.
Well, yeah, one was his nanny. When she was in her 20s, he was in his 60s. It's weird,
It
right?
is
Let's
weird.
not kid ourselves.
No, look,
But-
okay. That kind of thing. People
also
always
not-
like, people always
That's
like,
what-
oh yeah, it's weird, but it's not illegal. I think it's immoral.
Oh yeah, definitely. But they're celebrities, they'll do what they want. Hello!
Well done. Secondary objective
If it
completed.
wasn't consensual, would normally get away with it, right? I mean, he probably has in all this time, right? Like one of them was when he's in his 40s.
Supply pod launched.
But now it's just talking about what he's doing currently.
No.
That's it. Very early stage.
Thank you, Neil.
Well, the sounds of it doesn't sound like he's being convicted or anything. It sounds like probably people have got on Twitter and that's it. Which doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I think it increases the chances. Because if it's like legal, right? That's the thing that happened with Bella, the Rick and Morty guy.
Rigor mortis.
Like it wasn't just you know, online someone said something. It was he was like in the middle of being like convicted.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people they just sue these people. Like you don't have to actually like press charges. You can just sue them, depending on the situation. And that's happened before. And that's clearly just like that's a situation where clearly the person actually wasn't that upset, but they just thought that they could probably make some money. Which is really sad. It really devalues like actual stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean I mean, it is both good and bad that like people faking it is like more in the public mindset, right? Like now, if someone's accused of something like this, you don't automatically assume that the victim's telling the truth. But now it's reinforced that some people don't believe the victim is telling the truth. So it's a really like Like before, it was like, you know, like if a victim spoke out, doesn't even need that much evidence.
that
Like people
happening-
people were willing to believe them, but
False
people abused that.
accusations have happened enough where it has done that damage. People do doubt accusations.
Yeah. Like actual victims are now like, they're like, sure, yeah, where's your proof? And if they don't have like ironclad evidence, people are like, that.
It makes me wonder, because I don't like to do this kind of thing, but I do have to wonder if there's been any man that's ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know it's happened, but I mean, it's like it barely happens. They barely do it when it's real. Ever. Basically never.
No man, well, there's not really anything that gives you benefit from by reporting that, right? Like,
It
it
was
is
put
a
him in the firing line. Really.
zeitgeist. But, I mean, first of all, it's pretty normalised that like guys are supposed to like that. First of all,
Which is such a disgusting idea.
yeah.
It's so horrible.
That we should be like flattered by being like in those situations or some stupid bullshit.
Like the teacher thing.
Um,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like,
It
like,
doesn't help that some
oftentimes,
guys are,
well, oftentimes the kid, if it's like a young boy who has a situation with a teacher, they're often like, they're often fine with it, but they're not fine. That's going to have an effect later on. Even if they think they enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I mean, it not only depends
And I
on
do
how
think, like,
effective the teacher is
I
as
do
well,
think
that
young
can
men,
help.
like 40, like young fellas, like 14 and up, I think they do know what's going on. But that doesn't mean they know what the actual implications are. And how you know that teacher is a terrible person as well. They have no concept of that really.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something you should ever want, no matter what, really, right? It's like children shouldn't come near any of that stuff. But then, yeah, it's like if it's a guy though, it's like, you know, that's like cool, right? it's like a flex.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why even when it doesn't happen, the only way they probably get reported is by them bragging about it. They'll self-report.
Yeah. And that's
Like
why,
the student
and
that,
that
yeah,
kind
I
of,
banged
and
your
that
teacher.
honestly, that
Like,
kind of
wait,
thing,
what?
that kind of thing is pretty much as good as hard evidence, because,
Well,
like
the problem is children lie.
they do lie actually. They would lie about that actually. Maybe not.
It's
I'll be like, oh,
it's why it was such a good
I fucked
system
Miss Farnham.
that people had, right? Where it was like such a good system people had, where we just trusted the victims, right? That was just like, obviously in the past we didn't used to even give the victims voice, right? Like back in, I don't know, the 1900s essentially, right? That whole time they really didn't have much of a say. But you know, now they do. But the problem is they almost seem to have had too much. Now they've taken it too far. But now it's, you know, it's just, yeah, what do you do? How do you deal with the situation?
You just don't
Basically,
fucking do anything.
you wait until proof occurs. Yeah, you don't like.
No, I'm talking about us.
Pull a Disney.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
ever do anything, and you will avoid getting persecuted because you literally haven't done anything. If you've never even been near a woman,
Oh,
problem
right.
is I have. I've hugged women.
Dude, you're playing with fire there.
Get ready, folks. Force field is about to come down. Look at that force field has weight.
Supply drop has been ordered.
Yeah.
And one
It's,
woman who I hugged, she just published her first book.
Nice. I assume it's not about you and the effect that what you did to her.
From my understanding of it, it's
It
about
made
the
it
effect
sound
that
like
others have had on her.
Unfortunately, for me, oh, never mind. I could just cuddled up and Mum came upstairs and startled him. It's fine. Your diary? Is it normally downstairs? Oh, oh. This is whole.
I mean, the thing that I didn't mention earlier, I almost did, was about my dream. Called Things. About nuclear war. Yeah.
More serious than your dreams normally are. Where's the deep rock update that
I
you
don't-
normally dream about?
I almost just said
That
I
not
don't.
happened
I
in a while.
almost just said I don't dream about that. Oh shit.
Yeah, not right now. Because that urge isn't as primal as it was before. Right?
Phase bombs! Watch out!
So what happened in your dream then?
Oh,
I
it's
guess,
so.
this conversation.
Well, it's so surface level though. It literally just like a nuclear war started. That was it. Nothing happened. But we just found
Harry,
out.
your book's
that...
gonna be terrible.
Oh my God. What does that have to do with that? What does it...
I mean, clearly your world building is not up to par.
My dream.
Focus fire on the caretaker!
Yeah, that's like the
Literally,
purest
I just-
form of imagination.
No, I just. All the dream was, I got a call from my mum, and it said she just said, "Oh, actually, I don't even want to do this because I have to name countries if I want to be accurate. I won't name the country actually." She basically said, "Oh, NASA's on like full alert. They think that the X country are about to launch." And that's the dream.
You think-
It carried with it such a sense of foreboding, as if in the context of the dream, I already knew that like nuclear war was brewing. That was like common knowledge. That was something. So I knew that like it
I
happened.
find it funny that you think the country would be offensive. Is this just because you don't want to admit what country you subconsciously think would start a nuclear war?
Yes. What do you mean? It's obviously that. So it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like you know what. I don't know if you knew most countries don't have nuclear weapons. I mean, not most. I mean, like very few. But for some reason, among the few, is France.
Yeah. They got tons of nuclear
And I
power
just don't
plants.
respect that. Basically.
Yeah, it's on there. Really a relentless fight. Oh, someone's jumped it down here with me.
Yes, carry on.
Yeah, the ball guy kept backing him so he could revive me in time.
A relentless roll, you might say.
Getting supplies!
In a way, Harry, that whole activity was really big negative.
Sorry.
I guess we were out of the fire of the thing. Jesus Christ, were we not out of the fire?
Right, just carry on. Just
Oh, I actually hit my shot.
carry on. Wait, stand. But. Whoa!
Who is that? Oh, okay.
Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? Back in the game, are we?
I've missed 2 consecutive clips against this fucking Tundra.
Dead.
I think I just absolutely launched the gunner. I did!
Ow.
Oh, I revived him.
Oh shit, 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 shit.
I ziplined upward, or grappling hook upwards, and I think I took him with me and sent him just absolutely skyrocketing.
Myself. Yeah.
Do we get like a minute when we break this thing? I feel like we do, right?
What?
That shit, I don't know. Actually, we've got a minute now, really.
Kyle, what are you doing? What can I do? Now we can do it.
Dude, you're not allowed to talk shit to Kyle. It's like one of the few people in this fucking universe who outranks you from
I
Z
didn't talk shit, I was just trying maybe use a better course of action. It was just... That is like the basis of talking shit in video games. That's just what it comes down to. I have so much PTSD from Tom kicking the shit out of my soul in Siege.
There's PTSD. That you just described PTSD.
I just said PTSD. I said that.
Then that's good
Then I
because
have
that's what that was.
PTSD from it.
I thought you just said bad memories.
Yeah, that's a simplification of what PTSD is.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Bad. I've got PTSD and correcting me all the time.
What? What do you mean PTSD? That's not in the past. That's not post-trauma. Present trauma.
I'm mid-trauma.
Oh, still PTSD.
I'm MSTD.
MSTD.
Mid-trauma. Trauma's mid.
Trauma is mid. Your trauma's mid. That's the most horrible thing you could say to someone. So your trauma's
My
mid.
trauma outmocks you.
Your trauma's mid, bro.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Oh
That's
my
a
god, you're a
mid-X
total
trauma.
trauma cell. That is horrible.
That is the shit you know. That's what I'd say to Usopp's backstory. His trauma's mid as well. No, seriously, in the grand scheme of things, it is so mid.
Usopp's trauma is absolutely mid.
Like only his mother. Like, seriously? Like genuinely though, that's so mid. Like that's like everyone else has better than
Oh
that,
my
like that.
god. You totally trauma mocked me.
Yeah.
That brings me back to what I was saying about what could like be affected by a person, you know, being outed as a terrible person. And if Oda could be, like, if there's anything that could happen that would make you not want to read One Piece. Okay, I'll put it this way: if One Piece was done, would it even be possible? Like,
Dude.
I feel like if it was outed for something, while like now, it would be pretty bad.
If I know I'm gonna be straight real with you, Shiv. If it turns out he's oh shit.
Getting more ammo. Red sugar.
Oh, cool. Hello, dear.
Excellent. Objective completed. Our rivals
Hello?
will regret
Call your mother,
never
dear.
setting foot on Huxley.
Yeah, of course.
Hit the button on the mule to call in a return pod.
I made chicken pizza. I just doxed myself.
Keep it together. Drop pods
Quite
on
soon. I mean, what's on this website?
I like to talk shit because I do stupid shit all the time. Yeah, but we're not because we also do that. So it equals out again.
Oh, it's just Joseph wants dinner like very soon. As soon as possible.
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been called back.
We're not ordering food from Hamburger Chicken and Pizza. That's nowhere near where I live. So
It's not entirely
anyway,
correct.
you were saying, you know what, I'm going to say what you're about to say. It would fucking ruin your life.
What?
If Oda got outed for something.
He could literally be
Oh,
like,
it's the opposite, isn't it? It's just detect it in your language.
yeah, he could literally be like the Jimmy Savile of Japan, and I think I would continue reading.
Yeah.
I genuinely like, because ultimately I don't think about him much. I'm only
Yeah.
concerned about his health. I don't care about anything else about his life. I'm just worried he'll die and it will finish the
I think
story.
that's like a lot of people.
Like-
I think that's more reasonable with George R.R. Martin.
Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod
he's been working on the final Game of Thrones book for like 2 decades.
Well, no, he's been. Wait, no. Who am I? Yeah, no, he's been working on Elden Ring for the last 2
Well,
years.
exactly. It's taken him like he's been technically been working on the final book like for a long time. Done stuff in between.
He's just been making a game, and now he's making a movie as well. I think he's involved in the Elden Ring movie that's coming out.
I don't. That's a terrible idea.
Didn't say to it's coming, I think.
It might not be as well.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Or hope otherwise.
I was trying to think of who
I don't
that,
think
like
it'll be that bad.
who there if I have an equivalent person. But I don't think I do.
I genuinely, I think, like, live action, I think it'll be terrible. But if you can get, like, a stop motion animation, I think that would go hard as fuck.
Stop motion Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring in, like, the style of, like, Mad God.
That would be fucking insane. If that was, it's possible, but the thing that makes it almost impossible is the logistics behind.
I've been waiting to get
That would take so long to make.
Yeah,
That would have to be like
Elden
a short
Ring.
film. No, Elden Ring didn't take that
Look
long.
what I know.
No.
Dude.
Their output is very quick. It would take much longer to make a stop motion feature-length film.
Sure, but, like, Elden Ring was announced, like, vaguely. And then, like, 5 to 6 years passed. And then suddenly it was out. Like, it's just all of a sudden.
Anyway, if we're going to finish your assignment, let's crack on with it.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that this is the final mission?
This is the final mission, yeah.
Cool.
Drop pod is ready.
Is
Time to
anything
leave.
ridiculous? I want to master Villa of clocks.
She's a colleague of blah. She's a colleague of blah blah.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten
So
your seats.
from
She's a colleague of
Software's-
I'm ready.
Jesus Christ. Oh, they're publishing as well. Well, yeah. So I think Elden Ring was announced a while ago, but it's only 3 years between that and their last developed game. Like that studio's output is pretty impressive.
my stomach can take it.
Come on, you fat
Yeah,
dog.
I mean, honestly, if I had a person like an equivalent, it's probably like Tom Cruise, but that's like already happened. He got like outed for being a weirdo ages ago, like long before
Like
I was
a
like
fucking
a fan.
cult member.
Yeah, long before I was like a fan of his work.
And return to base.
Obviously he also turned 62
Not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
the other day on my birthday. Their birthday.
Yeah, forget you share of the
Benedict Wong as well,
Take off.
birthday pretty stacked.
and Patrick Wilson. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. No, you don't know who that is.
Then why ring him up?
Because I know who he is, and he's on my birthday. Like, there's literally, I couldn't even name something. The Horde is relentless.
My grandpa told me they used real mules back in the day.
I'll be honest. I enjoy Scout more than I think I do.
You're such stop talking. I so fucking stupid.
What, like, keeping up with my take?
Keeping up with your emotions. What do you mean you like Scout more than you? What are you using?
took out a loot box.
Just the GK of the crossbow, which is realistically
So actually
about
not
it.
like the Drac.
Yeah.
That's fine, actually. Doesn't make me mad. It actually does. I don't have a problem with that. It's not like
The worst GK.
I'm mad. It was interesting when we saw the way back when we saw weapon prototypes. I think people expected the crossbow to be the new Scout Primary. Remember that? And then it was the plasma carbine, and people were like a lot of people were like, oh, just BK, but weird. Yep.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
But I like it. I do think it's better than the GK2. By the way, I do actually. I
It's
think
fine,
the
we're
Drac is
both
the
allowed
best.
incorrect opinions. It's just you just have a
We
lot more
actually
than
are.
mine.
Yes, we actually are both incorrect because, as we know, the consensus is that it's the fucking shitty gay M1000. Which I. As far as I know, that is still like definitively the consensus. Just really genuinely the greatest symptom of like the single-mindedness community when it comes to balancing.
I think games. A game like this would be so much more diverse and so much more interesting if people weren't talking about it. Like, if there wasn't a Reddit, like how there wouldn't be like an 80 to rest percentage like majority M1000 like thing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that
Like, I
one
don't
really
think
would
it's
have been buffed if people could have.
like maybe like 60, and the rest is like 20 each.
Your team is getting bigger. Dwarf inbound.
Like, yeah, it's just stuff like that. Just like, I wonder how naturally, like, things if left alone by other people would develop their own opinions on stuff. Like, I feel like there should be like a grace period when you get into a game where like you're not allowed to interact with a group. Like, because
Because
first of all, you would
impossible
save
to
the people
enforce
that know what they're talking about bumping into a dipshit who just loaded up the game for the first time. But second of all, that dipshit will then get their
What
like
the fuck?
opinions reinforced. Like,
When did he do
like
that?
Monkey here completely ruined Fallout 76 for me by giving me helpful hints and helping me along the way. What a fucking retard!
What a gringo.
Like, my experience is
Completely lost, so you don't understand the game and it's not playing. That's the
yeah,
problem.
like I enjoy the game way more when I'm on my own, sitting there having no idea what to do, and I just kind of quitting the game. That is way more fun than like farming with Monkey and like high level shit.
Is it?
Sucks.
Is that the opposite? Like,
And I think
lies.
they both have their positives.
I think apathy and boredom is what you're supposed to.
I'm playing Fallout 76.
Yeah, that's the average experience. Flight 76. Which you will play at some point.
I will actually.
Don't know when.
No, it won't.
No, I will actually.
I guess maybe like after recording tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe. Be a short video.
Well done. You're repaired.
Wait, it's not the podcast now, is
No,
it?
we're doing Steam shots.
Ah,
The best thing I can. I think time to do it.
I guess you're not really gonna quite start getting into the gears
No,
yet.
it should be fairly short. Needs to be talked about. Right, well. Also, oh, lost pack. I must say, Kyle, you can hear me. Are you good? Look, you can stand still.
Great cock and balls.
Combining those two, you've actually made that
Nice shot.
new maintenance paint job that I didn't think was that great look good. So I will say, aside from the heavy metal one in like its simplistic elegance, they don't really feel like the other maintenance paint jobs.
I so wish the heavy metal, which heavy metal is just the like metal, right? It's just like steel.
Yeah.
Because I really fucking wish there was an armor of that. I'd love it so much.
Yeah, I need to get it on a gunner weapon because like I said, I have a paint job that I think is going to work perfectly with it. But I haven't actually got one yet.
It's a war on the host. first time doing this is like anything other than like killer, I think. Holy shit, you guys took that down. Oh god. AI stability is not an idea with these guys. Holy fucking shit.
No. Don't they basically not have weak points?
They have no weak points and they move so quick. Right.
Carry on. I mean, I don't know how you would. I guess you could say on Tyler's stream. I don't know if you're using your.
He said tank, actually. That would be,
Oh no, if he's using Road to Overdrive.
well, give him a moment. He's playing the same thing we are right now.
No, I just.
Give him a fucking moment!
That's quite a fiction! What? That's not cool at all.
You're like average. I have no opinions of whether or not you are impatient.
That's better than most of your opinions.
My opinions are always based.
They're
It
not.
just
They're
takes you time
definitely
to
not
come round.
based. They're definitely. Soldier Boy is better.
Sorry. Monkey. Actually, well, I'll say which rather is true. But wink wink, someone's level 30, wink wink. No, not 30, 50. That's the number I meant to say. Wink wink.
Alright,
Wink wink. Nudge.
decided
Wink.
on in or out of power armor?
It's crazy.
Wink wink, nudge nudge. Wink. Wink, nudge, wink. Wink. Nudge.
It's ridiculous.
It's becoming a Tumblr
Nudge.
sentence.
Nudge. Oro. Wacky wacky. I'm using a little more oomph is what Catayon says, Harry.
Based.
Nitro's been withdrawn. My pod is inbound.
That is what a level 5,500 uses. He goes
Yeah,
on
and
gunner
it's based as
and
fuck.
he uses a little more.
A little more oomph is
That
underrated
is
as hell.
what happens.
I love
You
it.
play the game
He's
more
using-
than anyone
he's using
can
a little
possibly
more.
comprehend, and that is what you
Yeah.
end up
Laugh at
using.
him.
No, I agree with him. I use those as
It is simply the case. The more you play the game, the more you realise the cleans are where it's at.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
anyone
you
who
got-
says
you know-
otherwise is just incorrect.
No.
I always, on my simple builds, I always just use like ammo cleans. Like, doesn't matter.
I mean, I.
It's like a fair amount of guns, just need a little more oomph.
Yeah.
Just a- It's fun.
No, that is actually kind of a based opinion.
I mean, it doesn't mean he always uses it, but it is just like on prompt, just in a standard mission, a little more oomph.
Look at this guy. Picture of health.
Exactly, yeah, just use what you want. No, just use a little more oomph.
It's like the bell
you're allowed
curve
to
going
use that.
from like the nerd to the monk, whatever, the Jedi.
Yeah, it's like you'll start using it because you think it's good, and then you'll get gaslighting into thinking that it's bad.
And you come
And
back around to realising it doesn't
like,
matter because
and then you get like a high enough level to where like you know it's good and you don't give a fuck what they say.
that's kind of like me with hating Overdrive Booster.
Guess.
Not really.
But you never tried it. You never did that middle stage.
I have tried it. Do you know what I haven't tried? Fucking diffusing ray. I might have used that overclock like once. It's actually insane. But I just don't see it.
I got, I had a big brownie fix. I got marked for death. I don't even know if I'll use it.
Yeah.
I am actively not using
Cow
that. Even though I like,
Cow
have it.
did
as, like,
not
a
get.
I mean, I guess I could pair it with like double barrel or shotgun or something. Like, I don't really care.
It is a lot of damage actually. I mean, I think your teammates would like.
I like just enough on that armor. I don't know what that means, but thanks, can
I don't know what that
On
hot
Scout, I've
second
just
half
been
means, but he
using
likes the
conductive
spin up
thermals.
because a little move gives the spin up like boost and start shooting quicker, and it's very nice. A little move with either more ammo or damage, but with the extra damage boost when you're fully stabilized. So, like, yep, this is actually better than Dead Storm. I think.
It's not saying that is the arc though. That is the arc.
The arc is
You
realizing
start
Dead
using a little
Storm's not
more,
great.
and then you go middle phase. It's like actually Leadstorm is the best. You just have to master the skill of bunny hopping backwards and like all that bullshit.
And then you,
it's
you
like a little more.
post nut clarity. You're like, yeah, bunny hopping's like kind of best. I just want to, maybe I actually just want to move normally and not have to adjust where I'm aiming every second.
Spin up time.
You know.
Maybe I want to use my minigun as a minigun.
The fact that you have
I
to
think
like
the same with the flamethrower.
when you're bunny
The
hopping,
middle
you
bit
have
is
to-
like fucking
Yeah.
sticky flames,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you just go back to base flamethrower. Just shoot the enemy with the gun.
Yep.
Let me split. Go! Ha! Who's gonna protect you now, we crawling?
I got the lowrider. Game to only be driving on 3 wheels. One of the wheels is just like up in the air.
Fuel cells
It's not doing
charging.
much then, is it?
To keep them operational.
Oh.
We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
You're a good little boy. You are. In no way, shape, or form are you a good little boy.
I think the same thing,
Oh,
by
my
the way,
that
about
just happened in the video.
PGL. Going to clean sweep.
Yeah.
This is where we just end up. I don't know what the middle stage is though. I feel like that way doesn't, or PGL doesn't go like bell curve. Like,
This is
straight
like
down.
a post you see on the Reddit. It's like a montage.
It would go like Fat Boy Hyper Pellet and then RJ to 50 or something. You realise that's like the best, and then you're like, oh, actually.
I would say the same. You could say like the same thing for the breach cutter, but I think the common take on the breach cutter is like to clean ammo, right?
Yeah.
Actually, do people even talk about the breach cutter?
Breach Cutter is actually kind of a sad weapon now.
Fuel cells at 75%. You're almost there.
Like it
I used
lost
it for the first time in ages
well,
last night.
fucking shard diffractor once again, ruining engineering.
Wait, it's the Shark Diffractor and the Shredders. The Shredder's actually worse, I think. Because I actually like using Spinning Torture quite a bit now. And I like spinning Death. I do use the other, but it's so hard to manage the Shredders.
Honestly.
And I don't like it. But I honestly, I kind of have the same thing with Scout.
Charged. Drop pod engine powering up. Hold your
Good
ground.
rock grenade.
Almost ready to pull you and the goods out.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. Never even use it really.
You, like,
Hard reactor.
I don't think it's any worse than any of the weapons. I never said it's the best. I don't think Cry is the best either, which is
No.
the other thing.
that's the, once again.
I think it's just,
I like the
Train booting.
the only one I
slow
really am not a
grenades
fan
that
of.
buff damage way more than the
They're
cryos.
good, but I think I would say they're the worst, in my opinion.
Oh,
Having them have to be used on the floor, and they're like,
oh,
all the other grenades are like instant, like beneficial.
I
Like
guess.
you don't barely even need to shoot them. Like you throw like pheromones or cryo or boomerang at like a swarm of Bacterias, and they're basically a swarm of fuck alls, right? In one way or another. Throw an IFC at them, and it's just going on the ground, and you're like, oh. Which I know isn't inherently an indicative of it being
IFGs,
bad,
they
but it's
do
kind of
let
just an
you,
example of the
like-
flexibility that all the other ones have. It's just non-existent on
yeah,
that.
they're just not snappy, but you do have like a lot of flexibility in it to group up massive amounts of enemies, potentially more than the pheromones,
Sure.
and also
Sure,
weaken
yeah,
like
but-
single targets as well.
But like as a scout, it's also very easy to have more than one, right? Like pheromones helps you handle them because they're attacking each other. That is like I mean, you can have like Zookovs with the electric booster damage, and you still probably will have a bunch of enemies survive because you just can't dish out enough damage. Obviously, it works well with teammates, but like, I don't know. When it's best used, I feel like you then, as a scout, don't have enough
Firebolts
to like
kind of
do
break
anything
those
with it.
scenarios.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They, like,
I mean,
infinite.
Firebolts work well with all of it, really, right? Like every single one of them.
In the situations where you can use them, firebolts are actually broken, like, completely.
Oh, I didn't know that was the MO. Look at that.
I know.
Spoilers.
I've just got that actually for someone, but I didn't equip it. I just realised this guy's name is Tobot Robot. Not a bad name. It's based.
Based. Tobot robot based. Base. Tobot robot base. Pretty funny because on the Twitch on the side I can see if Ghost Ship Skate streaming, right? And like they are like sitting at 100 and 120, go offline, and then Davy Boy goes from being like 20 viewers up to like 100. It's like we're like,
Aw.
well, Ghost Ship stopped streaming, time to watch Davy Boy.
Why is every
Which is
paint
also
job
when
they
people
added
pop
to the
into ours
cargo
as well.
crates purple or blue?
You know.
What?
The same.
I've been getting
do
a
like
lot
them.
of cargo crates recently. It's been
Oh,
great.
lost packs is what I meant to say.
All right, chaps. I have to go promote my driller, and I probably won't be back.
I have to go because my brother wants
Cute.
dinner.
Oh, speaking of, I think someone just appeared at the door and started banging against it. Jesus fucking Christ, Mitchell.
See
You
you
don't really
all
assume it's
next
Mitchell. There's no right another
time.
normal person that would do that.
You must buy the dread.
Selected.
Chat,
You must,